Alright, there we go. Hello everyone, it's your favorite programming error that just refused to be fixed, Code here, and I'm not the only one who's here. Neon is apparently here already as well. At this point, I shouldn't be surprised. It's either you or Rob always here in chat when I'm still setting up. But welcome. Hi, hello. Yes, it's DDLC, would you look at that? The good old Dokies. So last time we played, what happened last time we played? Well, we finished, technically. All of the Season 1 episodes are technically done. However... what's it? There's the menu. Hey! What did I do? What did I do wrong? What did I do to deserve that? Nothing, that's what. But hi to you as well, Spinner. Nice to see you. Alright, so Season 1 episodes. Like if we go in here, as you can see, we finished all 12 episodes. 12 was the final one we did. So yeah. That means Season 1 episodes, we are done, but that doesn't mean we're finished yet. Season 1 poems, let's see. Like if I go in here... Okay, that's just to revisit the poems. Okay, so that is good, that is good. The club mods, we remember playing those. So there's the vacation emails and we can visit someone. What do you want to do? Like, this is an honest question right now. What do we want to do first? Do we want to go to the vacation emails and read those? Or do we want to visit some people? I am not sure if we can get everything done in one stream, so we might have to split this into two again. And Rob is here. Welcome, Rob. You're slipping, Rob. You're the third person here on a DDLC stream. So, anyway, welcome. Did you check Sayori's mod? What do you mean, Sayori? Oh, wait! Right! Because Sayori... We didn't play Sayori's mod, right? You're absolutely right, we have to check that.
Okay guys, look! Monica says I need to record a disclaimer along with my introduction to this mod. And she's not wrong, I wrote this mod during an extremely difficult battle with depression. And I'm not going to lie, it is sick. Not like it's cool, but sick as in horrible, disgusting, as in I am sick for writing it. And it's also extremely sad and tragic. I die in it, and I'm not the only one. I know it's kind of a spoiler, but it's pretty obvious straight away what's happening. This mod is so awful that I didn't want to show it to the rest of the club right away, especially given all the drama that was going on, but Monica thought we should include it here, even though we never showed it during the semester. Anyway, I need to give you a few disclaimers about it before you go forward. First of all, this is not an endorsement of suicide. This is the work of a mentally ill person trying to cope with their mental illness. It's not a romanticization of suicide, it's a demonstration of how much your thinking has to be distorted for it. Suicide is not romantic. If you're struggling with suicidal ideation, please reach out for help. You're an important part of the world and everyone would be sad if you left, including me. If you need someone to talk to, please call 1-800-273-8255. Now secondly, I'm going to give you an option to back out knowing what you know now. If you care about us here in the club, and if you're playing this, you probably do, this mod might be distressing for you. Like, really distressing. It does not have a happy ending, it's completely and horribly awful, like I said. So there's a chance for you to back out.
Alright, take me back, please, as the first option, but no, I am ready to proceed. Are you guys ready? In that case, I will proceed. Alright, you're getting slow, Rob. No, I just had some of luck. I see. Even though I am late for the DLC, I am not... Yeah, you know, you're right. Sick bars and spit. Wow, yeah. Sick. She do have them sick bars. I drank an energy drink for the first time in half a year today. Proceed. Yeah, no, we're proceeding. I'm scared. Well.
I sure, last chance.
Actually, no, please take me back. Or, yes, I am emotionally stable enough right now to watch sad, very disturbing depictions of death and horror happening to characters I love. Yes. No matter what. Also, Rob, since we are, the DLC stuff, did you see what happened, what I dropped in the literature club? Maybe you did. Probably. Potentially. I don't know. You're not always that active, but it's late, but it's finally there. It was late, but it's finally done.
He really seems to be taking to it. It's so nice to see him having fun with the others.
And not with you.
Yeah, but that's okay. Look at him being all silly. It makes me glad, but I also feel...
lonely, which you are. And you deserve to be. Just look at how well everyone does without you.
Yeah, I just can't help feeling a little bit of regret. We were so close for so long, and it hurts to see him move on.
Everyone moves on. Maybe you should too. The rope's still sitting there under your bed.
I feel like my depression is worse than usual.
And only going to get worse from here.
I wish I would have gotten to tell him I love him before he forgot about me. I wish we could have spent more time together before the rest of the literature club takes him over.
Well, that's stupid. He wouldn't.
Please, just stop. I'm so tired.
Oh, there you are. Anime waifu girls. I like die. Well, then you might wanna zone out for a bit. To write a fountain pen or the whole thing. To learn to write with it anyways. That's fair. You go and lurk and do that. Probably Sayori. My hairstyle is hairy. Honestly, also yeah, MC best girl. When it comes to hairstyles, I think Monica's is probably the most interesting one. I think Monica's hairstyle looks the most pleasing. But what do I know? It's not like I know what having long hair is like. Must come with its own problems. Oh, there you are.
I don't have the energy to argue with myself anymore.
You don't get to say in it. Hey, Sayori.
Well, there's nothing left for me to argue with. I just have nothing. And a hand passes in front of my face.
You're spacing out again.
Sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else.
Huh? Is everything alright?
Of course. Why wouldn't it be?
It just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things.
Jeez, you worry too much about me. I'm fine, see? I flash MC my biggest smile. Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone.
Well, alright. If you say so. MC walks off to talk to Monica.
That was a close one.
He needs to never find out about the truth. Would only make his life messy. Suffer in silence.
It makes me feel really jealous to see him talking with the others. I guess that's not really fair since I brought him here with that in mind in the first place. But still.
Can't believe you'd...
No, you know what? Shut up for a second. This is making me feel something for once. Like I have power over my depression. I should do something.
Like what?
Like, I don't know, something MC related.
Huh? That ain't Sayori. Hi, the Miki, and... I mean... We do have Sayori here, arguing with her depression. Funny stuff, you know. And the character that was on screen was MC, who we were talking to, not speaking as. We are currently in the mind of Sayori. What a typically idiotic plan, or lack of a plan.
Shut up!
Still no better comebacks than shut up, huh?
You shouldn't have to have comebacks against yourself.
Yeah, but you do. Sucks to be you. After a while, Monica approaches and kneels down beside Sayori's desk. She speaks in a low, gentle voice.
Hey, MC said you were feeling a little off.
Don't understand yet at all. You'll get to. We are currently... You need to think of it the following way. Like, we are currently playing as Sayori, so MC has a sprite because we can talk to MC. But we don't see Sayori because we are in Sayori's mind right now. Just like how you don't really see MC in regular DDLC because you're playing from his perspective. We're now playing from Sayori's perspective. Version, funny stuff. Out of can't say anything. Ah, yes. Very funny stuff, you know.
MC said you were feeling a little off. Yeah. What's wrong, Sayori? I think maybe I can guess. Tell me this, Sayori. Have you seen how MC is doing around the club today? Yeah, it seems like he's having a lot of fun. Yeah, he is. Let me tell you something really important, Sayori. High school is a time of changes. People grow and their relationships evolve. And sometimes people move on from other people. It's part of people growing up and becoming better. I know you and MC are very good friends, but you both need to grow up eventually. Now I know the last thing you'd want would be to hurt him or hold him back, right? Right! You want him to thrive and do well, right? Yeah! So let him. Don't stand in his way. Don't be the thing tethering him to an old life where he can't grow. It's sad sometimes, but sometimes letting go of people is the best way to help them.
Monika lays a hand on Sayori's shoulder.
Think about what I said. I know you want what's best for him.
Monika walks away. And that was the final push to get Sayori to commit suicide. Yikes. Oh, you're not in charge anymore. And wow. She just straight up amplified her good old rain clouds. Ain't that nice? This is my show now, you worthless piece of filth. The air you breathe is wasted on you.
Stop! How did...
Shut up, as you love to say. It doesn't matter how. You belong to me now.
No! I'm not done fighting you yet!
You're not in charge anymore, said in a sad voice. How else do you want me to speak as the rain clouds? Come on!
I had to leave club the other day. I've been really depressed ever since then. Ever since what Monika said. She's right, though. I don't deserve him anyway, and even if I did, I'd just hold him back.
Now you're getting it.
I don't know what to do. How do I get out of his way?
Oh shit. Kicking up again, yeah. For without him, your life is not worth living. Crawl into a gutter and die. You know exactly what you need to do. You can end it all right. I'm coming over. You can end it all right away, you just need...
Oh no, he's coming over. This is because I made him worry the other day. And my room is such a mess.
Hey!
Hey. A quiet minute passes as we look at each other. You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you?
I guess you're right. It has been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it?
If you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess.
That's because I end up cleaning it for you.
How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Aren't you supposed to see Yuri today?
Yeah, but... Wait, how did you know that?
Monika told me. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right?
That's true. But what about you? Aren't you going to be helping Monika today?
Of course, but I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything.
Ah, so it's just me and Yuri then.
Yep.
More silence. So his favorite toy, a rope? Not yet. Not yet. That only happens after she sees MC and Yuri getting close. Also in this specific timeline is the one where he chooses to spend the weekend with Yuri. Interesting choice. Not who I would have picked. The way it should be. You need to stay far away from him when he's with the others. You'll only ruin things, like you always do. I just wanted to see how you were doing. After you left on Friday, when something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well, so...
I smile, shaking my head. That's no good, MC.
Huh?
Why can't it just be like it's always been? This is all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, if I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't have even been thinking about me right now. But this is just my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. I think that's why the world decided to have me come over today. It just wants to torture me.
Sayori.
MC grabs me by the shoulders.
What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you. There's no explanation for you to be like this. So tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it.
I flash an empty smile. You really put me in a trap, MC, but you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time.
Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayori?
You're really just gonna make me come out and say it, aren't you, MC? I guess I have no choice this time. The thing is, I've had really bad depression my whole life. Did you know that? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy and caring to waste by having them spend it on me?
Narrator has a female voice, okay. Only if it's the Sayori text box. If it's the regular pink text box without a name, like the narrator's supposed to be, then I read it regularly. But if it's the Sayori text box with her name on it, then yeah, I'm gonna keep the voice. That's how we do it. First 5 lines written 4. How else am I supposed to do it? Because this is told from her perspective, and sometimes the regular narrator comes in suddenly. It's confusing.
That's what it feels like, and that's why I just want to make everyone happy, without anyone worrying about me. He's just staring at me. Obviously he can't cope with this, but who could? I would never have told him, especially he never really gave me a choice. Except he never really gave me a choice.
Why, Sayori? Why is it that you've never told me about this? It almost feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend. Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. Even if there's only so much that I can do, I would have tried a little bit harder to make every day a little bit better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me.
You don't understand at all, MC. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then you would have to waste effort caring about me instead of doing important things. I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people care about me. It feels nice sometimes, but it also feels like a bat being swung against my head. That's why I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. But then I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends and get closer with everyone in the club, it feels like a spear going through my heart. So that's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt.
You're right that I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayori. But I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting, that's what I'll do.
No, MC, there's nothing. Nothing at all. The only thing that could have helped is if everything could be like it's always been. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am.
You're going to cry now? Pathetic. Very. Person MC grabs Sayori by the shoulder. What? Didn't it say grabs me by the shoulder? I'm pretty sure it did. Every path leads to pain. Yeah. It's true. Finally playing The Reason I Follow You. I'm so proud. I am, and I've been doing it like basically every Saturday except the previous week. Like, the previous week I didn't play this during Saturday because I had to do some Genshin stuff again. But normally Saturday is Genshin Day. But I am glad that you are happy with the game choice.
I made it in the literature club because I was selfish, and I was punished by my heart hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. And now you came here and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am, and that's why I'm going to accept these punishments, because I deserve every last one. MC grabs me and pulls me into a tight hug. MC?
Sayori, I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, then that's just a bonus. But please, never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way.
MC? He grabs me tighter as though to get me to hug back, but I don't. I can't control my crying. No, don't do this to me. Please don't do this. MC, I gasped for a breath in between sobs.
If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. I think I forgot the tilde. Oh. How long has it been since I last read these kind of sound effects as a moan? There was a time when when there was like ass in the text box, I always read them out as moans. for the funnies. And there is a very popular clip of it on my channel. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away. And if there's anything that you need me to do, then you'd better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I put my arms around him gently. I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings, MC. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. But your hugs are so warm, and that's really scary too. We released the hug.
The festival's tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun, right?
Yeah.
How would you like for me to spend it all with you?
No.
Do I dare? Do I dare? No. I don't know. It's what I want. I promise.
I think that would be nice then.
Yeah. What are you doing? You just said how selfish you were, and now you're acting on it? You're ruining his life. Close enough. Close enough for you. It wasn't a full-on, but we got close to it. Find a part of your... Probably able to find a girl that loves me back, which to this day, I do so lack. Yeah, no. I feel like that is not just the case for me, but multiple people can probably relate to that. Of all days, this has to be the one where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel.
No, don't. Please don't. If you did that, then I really wouldn't forgive you.
But it's almost time for you and me to meet at my house. At the very least, you want to come along and help out? Would be fun.
I shake my head. I'm sorry. I don't know if that would be very good for me today. You understand, right?
I'm sorry. It's kind of hard for me to fully understand. But I'm trying my hardest.
It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay?
Alright. I look forward to it. There's still time to stop this. To save him from you. Before it's too late.
Where could he be? It didn't look like he was up in his room. He and Yuri must be around here somewhere. Together.
Probably holding hands and having a wonderful time together. Oh no, not again. You know, I walk into these. I fully walk into these. I know what the most popular, I think it is the most popular clip on my channel is the one where I just moan while playing the DLC. I shouldn't even be surprised that if a repeat incident occurs, it would get clipped again. But I am not a voice actor, I cannot. Then again, moaning doesn't take a lot of voice acting skills. Oh no. Only holding hands and having a wonderful time together. You're probably the first thing from their minds. Which is why they're able to enjoy themselves, instead of wasting time on a broken person.
No, I was wrong to come with MC. I was wrong to not come with MC. He was right. He cares about me. He really does.
No, he doesn't.
He said so, and I trust him. But where is he?
Sayori? Huh?
Hi, MC.
Sayori? Just now, we weren't...
It's okay, MC. I just stopped by to say hi.
Well, it's nice to see you. I'm sorry, but I'm already on my way to leave.
Oh, really? That's too bad.
I'm sorry, but we'll all be together at the festival tomorrow, so that's fine, right?
Of course. I flash another trademark Sayori smile.
Yeah, so I'll see you tomorrow.
Clearly embarrassed. Clearly embarrassed.
What? Why can't I say that word right now?
Clearly embarrassed, Yuri hurries off. I wave goodbye to her.
Sayori. Rates. Got rated. So. Random. Shout out, random clip. Oh no, right. Right. The fact that there's now another clip of me moaning. Oh no, I am scared. So yeah, Sayori in this mod? Yes. We're currently playing a mod in a mod specifically, actually. So the mod we're playing is the Doki Doki Club Meeting Season 1 collection. And in this mod, every single club member created a mod of their own. And we're currently playing Sayori's mod that she created, which is basically just a retelling of her experience from her perspective, apparently. So yeah, this is modception here. Sayori, I thought you didn't want to come over today.
Well, I tried staying in my room, but my imagination was being really mean to me, so I had to come here and see it for myself.
See what? What are you talking about?
You know, how much fun you were having with Yuri. And how close you got to her. It makes me really happy that you've made such good friends. That's all that matters to me. No, stop crying. No tears. That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way, MC? I'm supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart's splitting in half? It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. This would be so much better if I could just disappear.
Sayori, don't say that.
It's true, MC. If I wasn't here, then you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. You wouldn't have to put up with me being selfish. Monika was right. I should just...
Monika? Monika's right about what? Sayori, what I said before is true. I'm not going to let this continue. Caring about you like this isn't the burden your mind is making out to be. It's something that makes me happy. It's something that I wouldn't trade for anything else. So even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm going to be by your side until you don't feel any more pain.
But... I look away. MC puts a hand on my shoulder. I'm scared, MC. I'm really scared.
What are you scared of, Sayori?
I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me.
Sayori?
It's true, isn't it? I was weak and started to like you too much. I did this to myself, MC. I like you so much that I want to die. That's how I feel. And...
That's enough, Sayori. Ooh. What do you mean someone clipped you moaning? Spinne did. Which, again, now there's 2 clips of that existing at different points in time. But both during DDLC, of course. Give up with the writing? Merge the week one with the week one with the month one? Shit. The merger. By the way, you might notice a certain structure as well. Like, specifically throughout the first 4 paragraphs. Like, you might, notice some stuff. Some reference that each paragraph might potentially be referencing one specific character and referencing them in a very specific order. Had to sneak. It's not really sneaky, actually. It was. It really wasn't sneakily snuck in. Yeah. I think it's pretty obvious. Except maybe on the 3rd one it isn't as obvious because, the referenced character didn't exactly have a clear death or anything. But yeah, it had to be done, Where's the clips channel? Ah, yes, they're the tabs, right. Should there be an entire clips channel as well, imagine. Soon, let me create a second YouTube channel which is gonna be CodeErr Clips or something, I don't know. That's enough, Sayori. I don't want you to hurt anymore.
MC slides his hand down my arm and squeezes my hand in his own.
Oh, you mean like on Discord? You know what, we could do that. We could make like a... Yeah, you know what, that seems like a good idea. Seems like a good idea. Do you remember how I said I always know what's best for you? Do you still believe me?
I nod.
Even if you don't understand all of your own feelings, I know what you need the most right now, and that's what I'm going to give to you. Oh, I'm curious about this choice. What's he gonna say? Everyone, get your guesses out there. Is he gonna go for the friend zone or the confession? Since, you know, the MC X Sayori ship is basically canon here, I'm gonna say he goes for the confession. Unless this is supposed to be about Sayori's very, very painful experiences, right? And I feel like the friend zone is more painful for her. So, knowing that this is about Sayori's very painful experiences, I'm gonna say she's retelling the story of the friend zone. MC, do it. If you friend zone, you really want her dead. Well, let's see, and that's what I'm going to give to you. I love you. He did it! The mad lad! He actually went for the confession.
Huh?
Those are my true feelings. So, there's no way you could like me more than I like you. I should have realized it sooner. But spending time with everyone at the club, making new friends, and having fun with you every day, it helped me realize that you are truly the most important person to me. That's why I'll always accept any of your burdens. As long as we continue like this every day, with you by my side, then I know we'll both be happy.
MC. I wrap my arms tightly around MC. MC, is this really okay?
Yeah.
MC holds me tightly in his arms and pulls me closer.
You'll never have to let go of me again.
I love you, MC. I want to be with you forever.
Me too. Apparently not enough. Oh, that was Monica.
Apparently not enough.
And then the rain clouds coming in. Congratulations! You've just ruined your best friend's life. You were worthless before, but now you're down to negative worth. The fact that you are alive makes the world worse.
I loosen my grip on MC. What is this?
Sayori?
I'm supposed to be happy right now. I always thought this would be the happiest moment for me.
Music in the background. Then piano for Monica. Yeah, no. Monica just was like, yeah, nope, crank it up some more. Yikes.
But why, even now, why won't the rain clouds go away? They're not going away at all, MC.
I never will. It's okay, Sayori. Congrats, you big shot. You fucked up. Yes. Congratulations, big shot. You just threw away your $4.99 life. It's okay, Sayori. Might take some time for things to get better again. But no matter how long it takes, I'll be there every step of the way. That's all that matters right now.
Okay, I trust you. MC and I slowly release each other.
So, I guess that makes the festival tomorrow our first date, huh?
What are you saying? I don't want to think about those things, you know? I want everything to be the same as it always has been. Even if we really are a couple, I don't know if I could really handle anything more right now. It's really new and scary to me.
I understand. We'll go at whatever pace suits you best.
Hey MC, I gaze at him smiling sadly. Even if I get really, really sad, this is the best thing for me, right?
Huh? Are you saying that this is making you feel sad, Sayori?
It is. I don't know. I don't understand what I'm feeling. It felt like a bunch of thorns when you told me you love me, but that's why I want to trust you. You know what's best for me.
Yeah, I do. That's my promise. Well, that's pretty generous estimation of my life, damn. Yeah, in my case, I'd have to pay people to take my life off my hands. Now give me that heart-shaped object and peepers off. Hey MC, stand outside my room for 15 seconds, then come in. I want to speedrun this shit again. See, Sayori spent a view on her room. Well, we're in here, so it's gonna happen.
My depression is quiet. It's very rare for it to not bother me at all. Sometimes it just happens because I'm lucky, but it also happens whenever I decide I should die. When I decide that, it stops, and I feel free. It is incredibly liberating. That's the trouble with it. It makes it feel like the right decision, even if...
It is the right decision.
And then if I have any doubts about it, it comes back worse than before. But I really am doing the right thing. I can't let MC go forward with being my boyfriend. It would ruin him. I'm too sick. And I don't have it in me to break it off with him. And I'm too tired to fight my depression. I consider the rope in my hands. I begin tying the noose just like I've practiced. I feel really bad for MC. He was probably looking forward to our relationship.
He was just saying all that stuff yesterday. He didn't mean it.
I don't know, he seemed like he did. I guess it doesn't matter. Even if he really does care about me, I can't do this anymore.
He doesn't care. He hates you. He would desperately rather be with someone else. But he feels so sorry for poor sick Sayori. There's no way he actually cares about you.
It doesn't matter if he does or not. This has to happen. I cinch the final knot in the noose and tie the other end to a crossbeam on the ceiling while standing on a chair. But I lose my balance and fall off the chair. Ow! Clumsy me. I'm too incompetent to even commit suicide, right?
Wow. Well, that's a line. If you want to die from person, you probably need to pay the hitman fair. Yeah. See, that's how you know your life is worth negative. People don't buy it from you. You have to pay them to take it from you. That's just life overall is apparently worthless in that case. I can like water from the LCD display, like number. Switch for there. So fun for them to arrive. Okay, I see. Those rain clouds are mean. You think? I don't know. I think those rain clouds are very supportive. I'd love to be able to talk to them every day.
I'm too incompetent to even commit suicide, right? I try again and securely fasten the rope. Well, that's it, I guess. Should I write a note? No, I wouldn't say the right things. Maybe I should say some last words, but there's no one to hear them. I guess I'll settle for last thoughts. I love MC and all my friends, and I'm sorry for all the trouble I've caused them. I wish I could have been with MC, even if he didn't really care about me. Who is it?
The door gently opens. Well, this is new. It isn't time for MC to be here. What is happening? I am confused. Oh no. How to kill someone for free? Step 1. Find someone who wants to get killed, but you need to pay to do it. Step 2. Pay and kill them. Step 3. Take the money back. Damn. I mean, that makes sense. You think it could be Monica? I don't see why anyone else would be here at this time. So it has to be Monica. Also, notice the way the door opens. Notice specifically how the door opens gently. Someone is gently opening the door right now. And it's not MC. No, never mind, it is him. It's me, I
awkwardly smile, noose around my neck and all, as I stand on the chair.
Well, hey MC, you're early. You're way early. But he gently opened the door. This is a plot twist. It's not MC. Meanwhile, MC, what do you mean? I'm standing right here. Don't pretend to not see me. Sayori, what the hell?
It's not what it, who am I kidding? It's exactly what it looks like.
Get down from there.
Yeah, fine, but you're not going to stop me. I take off the noose and step down.
What do you mean I'm not going to stop you? Sayori, you can't do this to yourself. I know I don't understand how bad it is for you, but there has to be something we can do.
No, MC, I think you need to, No, MC, I think you need there to be something you can do. Because otherwise you'd feel bad about it. And I'm sorry, I didn't want to make you feel bad. That's part of why I'm doing this. Just a little like ripping off a band-aid from you.
That's not what it's like at all.
I spent a long time talking to MC about my depression, hours and hours on into the night. He always tried to convince me that life was worth living, and I said maybe for you it is, but for me it's constant agony no matter what I do. And I can't take it anymore, and I just want the pain to stop. And I want that awful voice telling me I'm worthless to go away, even if I have to kill myself to do it. It broke my heart, but as time went by I could tell he was losing hope in changing my mind. He had gotten a glimpse of just how big the problem was, and he knew he wasn't strong enough to solve it. No one was. I mean, even if you get me to stop now, there's nothing you can do to stop me eventually.
I could, like, call an ambulance, or a psych doctor, or something. It's a rope, MC, you dummy. Imagine MC would kill himself when Sayori kills herself. Well, let me just untie that. Let Sayori down real quick. And I might as well reuse the rope while it's still there. I wish I could scream when MC saw Sayori. No, Sayori in the afterlife. What? Wait, Yep, no, also Rob, see you in a bit.
That would hurt me even worse. I'd be away from everyone, and people would spend a bunch of resources trying to help me, and besides, I don't think he could convince them to do anything. After all, it's me, super cheerful Sayori. I flash an incredibly genuine seeming cheerful smile, the kind I fool people with my whole life.
You definitely had me fooled.
I had everyone fooled. And still do, except for you.
Well, I'm not giving up. There's gotta be something I can do. Oh no. There's nothing he can do.
There's nothing you can do, MC.
He should let you go.
You should let me go.
He should spend more time with the other girls in the literature club. Like Monica. Maybe just Monica, while we're at it.
You should spend more time with the other girls in the literature club, like Monica.
No. It's not so simple. Well, Sayori, I wasn't lying when I told you I loved you earlier. Yes, he was. I meant every word of it. And it wasn't just some plot to make you feel better either. I love you, mind, body, and soul. And I'll prove it. If you can't go on living, suicide pact, then neither will I. He's actually doing it. We're doing a suicide pact. Hey, call Natsuki and Yuri and Monica. Maybe the whole club wants to join in. Let's have everyone join in while we're at it. Come on. There's more Monica. Get your strong rope at my Big Shot store for just $4.99. Reusable. Yes. And neither will I. Let's go out together, Sayori. Wait, what?
MC, no, you can't do that.
Can't I? I mean, who's going to stop me? You after you're dead? Wouldn't it be better to do this together rather than sneaking behind each other's backs?
But I love you. I don't want you to die. I don't want you to get hurt at all, especially not because of me.
Then keep living. Stay with me in this world. Or I intend on following you to the next one. No.
Quiet. MC, that's the nicest thing anyone's ever said to me. It's horrible, but I can't live. I just can't.
MC takes a deep breath. In that case, let me have a bit of that rope.
MC cuts off a length of excess rope from my coil. He doesn't know how to tie a noose though, silly boy. I do it for him.
Oh my god, Sayori! What was that about you not wanting him to get hurt, especially because of you? And then you're the one tying the noose for him. Jesus, you sure turned around quickly. Monica, when MC breaks the Matrix. Oh shit, MC is dead, game restart.
This feels sick, but it also feels like the nicest thing that's ever happened in my life. I guess that's about right for my horrible, messed up life. I don't want MC to die. It's the last thing I want. But like he says, I guess it's only fair. And if I really can't go on living, how would I even stop him? I can't stop him any more than he can stop me. And if we're both deciding to go, why not go together? As he finishes securing his rope and setting up his chair, he looks at me and smiles. All doubt is instantly erased from my heart. He does love me.
No, I don't understand. None of this should be happening. He doesn't love you. Stop it.
Huh, looks like you're losing your power over me. And it's all thanks to him.
You ready? How? Oh my god, this feels so weird. They're smiling at each other happily, about to hang themselves. Jesus!
Yeah, I think so. You know, MC, you sure know how to treat a girl on a first date.
Wow. That's,
Sorry, too dark?
that's awful. But the situation is so messed up. What can you do but laugh? Before we do this, let me look at you for a while.
He spends a long time gazing into my eyes. I do the same.
Okay. I'm ready.
Wait, are you sure you want to do this? My worst nightmare was always that I'd drag you down, and now it's coming true. But at the same time, I feel so happy. I don't know what to do.
Sayori, I said I'd always be there for you. No. Stop this. And I meant it. No matter if that means following you into death. No matter what. They do say smile before you die. Yep, and they sure are doing it. Now close your eyes.
I close my eyes and fasten my noose. I hear him do the same.
On 3. 1, 2.
Just before we jump, he grabs my hand, lacing his fingers with mine. I hold tight and...
No. MC and Sayori's hands stay interlaced, holding tightly to each other. Smile for the camera. No. And dying while hand-holding. They had to go out in the lewdest way possible. I'm sorry, I'm trying to lighten the situation with humor, but how can one go out in such a lewd way? Hand-holding? Seriously?
After a few hours, they're...
Oh, sorry, that's the narrator. After a few hours, their hands grip each other incredibly tight, the nails digging into the flesh. Ah, rigor mode. Rigor mortis is a beautiful thing, isn't it? Thanks to rigor mortis, their hand-holding will certainly last longer. Monica, when she forgets where the fuck the reset button is. No! Locked. And inseparable. The end.
Okay, Monica says I need to record something for when you're done playing my mod. Yes, you do. That mod was really damaging, Sayori.
What the shit, Sayori? Dear sweet fucking god, son of a motherfucking bitch.
Alright, so obviously this mod doesn't really represent how I feel or what I really want to have happen.
Good, because... And look me in the eyes right now, Sayori. I would never do that. And I would never let you do that to yourself. I would grab you and hug you, and I would keep watch over you 24/7 if I couldn't convince anyone else to help. I would never enable you like this.
I know you wouldn't, silly, and I would never really be okay with you doing what I have you do in this mod. It's just a sick fantasy. Based on one of the last thoughts I had in the base game before I died, I thought something like, this would be the only way I could be sure that he really loves me. And isn't just saying that to try to keep me mentally healthy.
Holy shit, fuck.
Sorry, Natsuki. Anyway, not only the club, but all of you watching are probably and playing out there. It's just fiction. I'm alright, and so is MC. It's alright to feel okay now. The icky thing is over. And again, please take this for what it is, a demonstration of a very sick mind, and not a glorification of suicide. Thanks for that, Sayori. Hopefully you all understand why we decided not to show this mod anywhere near our school. I mean, I'm sure I'd get some raised eyebrows if someone found the ship mod or the wine mod, but if someone found this mod, the police might want to talk to Sayori. Anyway, we need some way to change the mood and wash that awful taste out of our mouths. I know, here's a joke. What's the difference between me and a bunch of...
No fucking hell.
What's the difference between me and a bunch of wet laundry? Well, with the wet laundry you have... No jokes from you, I think, Sayori. What makes you feel better after something like this is not necessarily what makes everyone else feel better. Man, What makes me feel better is always super dark humor. Doesn't anyone have a wholesome joke or something?
I got a really bad thesaurus the other day. Not only is it terrible, it is also terrible. Ah! It's also terrible.
Yeah, that definitely didn't do anything for me. I say we let Sayori tell a dark joke, but nothing having to do with us.
Fair enough, go ahead, Sayori. Awesome, okay, so a guy goes to the doctor and the doctor says, I have good news and bad news. And the guy says, okay, what's the good news? The doctor says, the good news is you have 2 days to live. And the guy says, that's the good news? What the heck is the bad news? And the doctor says, we've been trying to reach you for 2 days.
Ah, yikes. I wanted to see that hanged Sayori, but with MC, what a shame. Yeah, imagine if they actually did art for that. Ooh, boy.
Okay, yes, that was pretty funny. Hopefully they cleansed your brain for a bit from all the awfulness. I hope so. I'm fine, Code. Everything's fine.
If you say so.
I did warn you it would be pretty bad. But hopefully now you can enjoy the rest of the stuff in here without feeling bad.
Fuck!
Although maybe Natsuki needs a little more time.
Well, that was the Sayori mod. That leaves just visiting people and emails. So, guys, what do we do now? Do we go down the list? In that case, we would be starting on the emails now. Or do we want to visit people? Decide. Why does Yuri sound like she's cold?
I don't know what you're talking about. This is just how I sound when I'm trying to voice Yuri.
But maybe you do have a point. I don't know. I rarely listen back to this. The choice. What do? Also, by the way, I know it's pointless to do this, but I will save again. There doesn't seem to be any preferences in chat, so I guess we'll do the emails? Or at least get started on the emails, because I know there's a lot of emails. So, I guess since no one was voicing out an opinion either way, we'll go down the list and start on the emails.
Should I get the club together? Should I get the...
E? Okay.
Should I get the club together? Once we start answering emails, it'll take us a while to get through all of them.
Yup. Let's go.
Hey, it's time for our summer emails. Can you all be at the plaza outside the dome in, say, 30 minutes?
Yeah, sure. Is there power there?
Yep, I checked.
On my way now.
A few minutes pass.
MC Sayori, can you guys make it to the plaza?
Sorry, just saw this. Yeah, we're headed over there now. How many today?
A lot.
Yay.
Do we have to change into our uniforms?
Yep, official club function.
Fine. Ooh. Look at that massive dome.
Looks like I'm the first one here. Well, I might as well explain what we're doing here in case you don't know. One of my favorite parts of the last semester has been answering emails from the real world, and we've got a ton of emails to get through. A bunch of them have been building up over the summer break, so we're going to try and clear out a bit of the mailbag today.
Yo.
Hey Natsuki. So anyway, yes, I have a bunch of emails queued up here, but because of time limitations, we aren't going to get to all of them. But don't worry, we're likely to get to your email eventually if you contact us, and most emails we deal with the same week we get them, usually.
I assume you've given them the email address already?
No, hadn't gotten there yet.
We need to get you better at branding and view grabbing, Monica. Like this. Hey everyone, it's your girl Natsuki here. Boom, we're back at it again with another fat stack of emails. Make sure you send your emails into that queen Monica at lip.club.press.monica@gmail.com. And don't you dare leave without commenting, liking, and subscribing.
Natsuki, I don't think that
Smash that like button, destroy that like button. People, you need to install a custom-made like button onto your keyboard, then rip it the fuck off and crush it to pieces. Well, you heard her. Once this is uploaded on YouTube as a VOD, guys, if you're watching this on YouTube as a VOD, listen to Natsuki. Listen to her. Listen to her. Or you're gonna regret it. That's how you engage people with the brand, Monica.
Natsuki, all those things you told people to do have absolutely zero effect on us.
Still, that subscribe button on Twitch. Honestly, if you destroy that subscribe button here on Twitch, I would be even more delighted. Oh. Someone unfollowed. I just looked over. I was sitting at 5:05 before I started the stream. Now I look over and we're at 5:04. Someone saw that I'm playing DDLC and was like, "Oh crap, this is an anime streamer. I'm heading out." Damn, imagine that. I'm going to sleep. I don't have enough energy. I need some sleep, and I'm going to leave for lurk on mobile while sleeping because channel points. Hey, thanks for the support. And yeah, no, you get all the sleep you need, Neon. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. You're not missing much other than emails. Yeah, but it's fun to say.
Hello, Yuri.
Hello, Monica. I assume the incoherent screaming was coming from here.
Show us.
Here they come. Stairs laughing so hard these days. It's wonderful.
Hi everyone, sorry we're late. Sorry said we had to see the jellyfish one more time on our way back.
It was worth it. The jellyfish are super cute. Well, the gang's all here, so let's get started with emails. We have a ton to get through today.
Hello, hope you guys don't mind a newcomer joining in so late. My question, well I guess it's more of a request, is for everybody who's willing to answer. I'd love for it to be everyone, but I understand if you guys are short on time and some of you are not comfortable sharing. I'd like for each of you who chooses to answer to pick one person in the room and talk about one time where they ruined your day. In a pet peeve way, not a traumatic way. Then follow it up with a story about a time they made your day. Love you all.
Oh, great question.
I think some fan service would make me want to press that like button more than Natsuki telling me to. What do you mean some fan service? What do you want me to do? We'll see if I can think of anything. What do you want me to do, another nya? I haven't done that. The beach episode? Oh my god, you really want me to... Do I even have everything set up to switch to... I don't even know if I have everything up to properly switch to swimwear in a way that wouldn't, like, get in the way of, like, Twitch integration. Like, don't get me wrong, I could switch to my swimming swimming trunks right now, but I don't think I have it set up to where the throw command and everything still works if I do so. So, I don't know.
Oh, great question. I'll go first, and my stories will be about Natsuki. So starting with the time Natsuki ruined my day.
Oh, here we go. I'm never going to live this down, am I? Oh sure, you kill all of us and end our entire world, but no, my thing is the thing that everyone will remember until they die.
So one day, Natsuki needed to get back into the club room after hours because she had forgotten her backpack and had some really important homework or something. But we got back so late that the normal entrances were all locked. So Natsuki says, "Hey, who cares? We can just climb the fence." Which I was reluctant to do at first, but she convinced me.
You were a willing participant?
But the fence is a little too tall, so I offered to give Natsuki a boost up. And she says, "What, are you saying I'm too short to give you a boost?" And so we argue about it for like 5 minutes, and in the end, for some reason, I agreed to let her give me a boost instead, on her solemn assurance that, and I quote, "I got this." But dear friends, she did not got this.
Oh no. My hand slipped. It was just bad luck.
well, whatever happened, I fell and sprained my ankle, and I screamed so loud that school security came out to make sure I wasn't being attacked.
But they did get my backpack for me.
Yes, that was absolutely what was most important in that scenario. Anyway, onto the good story. This was a few weeks subjectively to us after the incident. I was still feeling really awful, basically the worst I've ever felt, even worse than when I was deleted, because now I was dealing with overwhelming guilt and shame in addition to feeling trapped and unloved. It was pretty bad feeling like that, is what made me want to write the suicide program, which is now deleted.
BRB, alright, see you in a bit then.
Anyway, of everyone, Natsuki was definitely the most upset. Yuri was quietly understanding, which I really appreciated. MC was too happy just existing and being around Sayori again to be mad, and Sayori and I had already worked out our issues. But Natsuki was furious. It was a long time before she stopped being cold and awful to me. But one day I come out to the club room and there's a single cupcake in this lavishly made little card that Natsuki must have handcrafted.
I did?
And the card just says, "I forgive you, friends." And I turn around and she's right there smiling at me. I think that was the moment when I finally started to heal psychologically from everything. Someone else go, I'm getting a little emotional.
Alright, well, I'll tell my stories about Sayori. I actually can't think of too many times when Sayori has really ruined my day, but I'll go with the day we found out about her and Kenzo, which you already know about. Now, as to happy stories, there are so many of those. Really, it's hard to find a day that isn't made by Sayori. But I'll go with the day that it was really cold. Do you remember, Sayori?
You don't have to tell them that story.
Well, I'm gonna. So it was the winter. Doesn't snow here very often, but it did that day. And this was during the really rough patch I was having at home. I may have gotten a little tired and fallen asleep due to really low blood sugar. And when I woke up, I was freezing, sitting against some interior hallway wall in the school. But Sayori was there and she had put her own jacket around me and was spoon-feeding me some hot thing or another.
Chicken soup.
That's right, chicken soup. I felt a lot better after I got some food in me and Sayori really made my day. I felt bad because Sayori caught a cold a little while after that.
Worth it.
You need to take better care of yourself, Sayori.
Oh, I was fine. And I'm good now. I'm going to talk about MC.
Natch.
Now, I could almost say that MC has never ruined my day other than dumb stuff from the base game. But there is one and only one other time that he did. So last week I was at his house and he had some pretzels there.
Wait, seriously? Your story of me ruining your day is about that?
So, the pretzels were out in his kitchen as we go in. And then a couple hours later I come down looking to have some pretzels. And he had already eaten the pretzels.
I mean, they were my pretzels.
Now, by the time MC made my day...
Damn. Well, that's one way to bring it up. And MC did not apologize, how dare he?
You guys have probably seen a lot of the ways MC has made me happy recently, so I go with an older story. It was back in 2nd grade. I was feeling really bad because I felt really stupid compared to other kids. Like, I felt like I was dumber than everyone else.
Even though it was because you had gotten a B on a quiz.
You remember?
Of course I remember.
Anyway, MC could see that I felt bad and he came over to talk to me. And he spent like an hour trying to reason with me because he had gotten a B- on the test and he told me that there was no way I could be dumber than everyone else. It was really sweet. Not that he really convinced me or anything. I was depressed even when I was 7. But it was the fact that he was willing to spend so much time trying to make me feel better. Okay, MC's turn.
I'll talk about Yuri, so that Yuri can close the circle with Monica. I'm actually kind of reluctant to talk about Yuri doing anything wrong. Yuri, do you... you know that if I tell a story about a thing I wish you hadn't done, that doesn't mean I hate you or anything, right?
Right.
Okay, well, Yuri, let me start off by saying that we all care about you, no matter what, and there's nothing you could do to make us hate you or dislike you. Everyone makes mistakes. I make way more than you, and just because something bad happened once doesn't mean we like you any less.
You don't need to overdo it. Go ahead. I'm ready.
Okay. There was this one time, after the base game was over, but before you guys came along, we were talking about everything that happened, and the topic of Sayori's depression came up. And Yuri starts talking about why her depression was so bad. And she gave this long narration of depression symptoms and said things like the person often feels irrationally worthless and stuff. And basically she did that thing she does, where she overanalyzes a topic aloud without thinking about how the other people in the room are thinking of it.
I'm sorry.
You don't need to apologize, Yuri. But anyway, Sayori started to feel really icky, and I had to spend some time just talking to her about cheerful stuff to shake her out of her funk.
I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to hurt her.
We know you didn't. You're a wonderful person, Yuri. Let me talk about my good story of you before you get upset. It's a lot easier to think of things Yuri has done to help me rather than what she's done to have hurt me. So, about a week I learned after Kenzo and Sayori. Mixing up the words? I think it's supposed to be so. About a week after I learned about Kenzo and Sayori, I was still feeling really bad. But Yuri spent a lot of time talking to me. The weird thing was, at first, it was like she knew exactly what I was thinking. She told me she knew I was trying to seem less upset than I was, and that was okay, and stuff about giving myself permission to feel bad, and things like that. And I didn't know what to do at first. Like, did Sayori want me out of her life? But Yuri spent this whole evening talking to me on the phone about what Sayori meant to me. And she helped me understand what my feelings for her were, and reason out what I needed to be to her. And it was because of her that I was able to get myself together and be a good friend for Sayori. And eventually a good boyfriend. So, thank you, Yuri.
You're welcome, MC. I guess my stories need to be about Monica. In the very early days of the literature club, right after Natsuki joined, there was a bit of an incident. And Natsuki and I started having a little bit of an argument, though certainly nothing as bad as the other arguments we've had, not even close.
Oh yeah, what were we even arguing about? Wasn't it like whether to have the windows open or something?
Yes, something like that. But anyway, I guess Monica hadn't had enough sleep the night before or something, because she just snapped on us. Other than during the festival week incident, I've never seen her so upset. She was screaming at us, telling us that if we couldn't get along, we needed to get out of her literature club and things like that. It was shocking. Anyway, I left right away and didn't come back for a few days. But eventually Monica got in touch with me and apologized and said it was all her fault and asked me to come back, so I did. But I felt really bad about myself during those few days. I thought I was losing even the literature club as my friends.
I remember that. I think that was around the time when I was beginning to grow aware of what I was. I was, much more crabby than usual. Sorry again, Yuri.
That's okay. My good story about Monica also happened in the club. So I tend to get hyperfixated on things I'm interested in, and I've learned not to share that much with others because they eventually get weirded out. But one day Monica learned that I was really into tea, and she made a point of talking with me about tea for hours. I was waiting the whole time for her to ask me to please shut up about tea finally. But she never did. She was so patient, and she was participating in the conversation the whole time, not just listening. It really made me feel accepted and safe. That's when I really started thinking of the literature club as actual friends and not just people I could tolerate reading nearby.
I did that because I was happy to talk to you about tea, Yuri, not because I was trying to convince you of anything.
I know. It just really made me happy that you did.
Also, Spinne, welcome back.
Wow, good question. Got some interesting answers out of that one. Next.
Hi, yay, congratulations MC and Sayori, I hope you'll be happy together. My question is for Monica. It seems like the uniform is white stockings for girls at your school, so why did you wear black, Lionheart?
This one's for me. Well, there are two ways I can answer this question. the thing is I have always believed is true, and the thing that's probably true, what I remember being true is that I've just always felt confident in black stockings. White stockings just feel more like leggings, I guess. I feel more exposed to them for some reason. But in black stockings, I feel more covered and self-confident. Unfortunately, real truth of the matter is probably that I'm meant to be the villain in this game. And so I was designed to have black stockings while everyone else has white ones to designate me as different and suspect. And the game made me think of this as natural, the way it had always been. Let's move on.
Hi, it's me, Flair. Well, actually, I have 3 questions. First question, I'd like to know when I'll hear from you again, or at least an approximate date of when exactly.
Oh, I recognize Flair.
Yes, Flair's been a real sweetie. We're not sure when we'll start up meetings again yet. I think we're going to try to do it at the week of the Fall Festival again. The school hasn't told us when they will be yet, but it'll be sometime in late September or mid-October like always. Hopefully our festival goes better than last time. Let's see, it looks like Flair has a few questions for me.
The second question, it's for Monica. Hey, sweetheart. I have a question. Maybe it has something to do with the base game, but there's something I've been wondering about for a while now. How do you love me? Why do you love me? How does this love work for you? I mean, you don't know what I look like in the first place, and even if it's not important, I can't say that you really know me. At the end of the day, all I've done is push a few buttons in a game, and that's it. I don't know if I could really say that I've done anything to deserve that love of yours. On the other hand, I do know you. I know how you look, very beautiful by the way. I know your thoughts, your feelings about different things, your hobbies, your likes and dislikes, and indeed I fall in love with you. But I don't know if you can say the same about me.
You're right, I don't have a rational reason to love you. Well, it's true, there's a lot I wish I knew about you that I don't, and you definitely know more about me than I do about you. But in learning about you all the time, I'm learning about you all the time, and I'm glad you think I'm beautiful, but really, I would say this about love. Love doesn't have to be rational, and it doesn't matter what I don't know about you, because I know you're more than someone who pushes buttons. I mean, you're still here after everything, and that alone is reason enough for me.
And third question, also for Monica. What would that be like if you could be in this reality? Have you thought about it? I mean, actually, you could say there are a lot of Monicas, each one on every computer, so if you could get out, wouldn't there be a lot of Monicas in the world or something? That would be weird. On the other hand, if you could get out in one place, that would mean there would only be one Monica, and considering the large number of people who love you, what are the chances I'd be chosen? Sorry, I hope I don't sound too depressed or anything. These are thoughts that crossed my mind, and I'd like to hear your opinion. Either way, I love you. P.S. Keep up the good work.
I guess that would be all dependent on how I got out. It would be pretty sad if I got out and then I didn't know who my player really was and a bunch of people wanted to be with me. Even though it's weird, I think I like the other players where there are a bunch of me who have their one true player. But hopefully, if anything, it'll be a many worlds quantum thing, and then there will be only one of me, but each player will, in their own subjective experience, get me as the one and only Monica in the whole world. That's what I hope for you and me, Flair.
What is everyone's sexual orientation anyway? It's getting a little unclear sometimes. Love, Amanda.
I guess we can ask this a lot. Let's line up and roll call to this to settle it once and for all, but only if you're comfortable talking about it. You're allowed to take a pass on this one for sure.
Also Rob, welcome back. I'm straight, obviously.
MC is one of the most comfortably straight guys I've ever seen. He has no problem talking about other guys being hot and stuff.
Well, some guys are hot. Me being straight doesn't change the fact that they are hot.
I'm also straight. I have a thing for guys with messy brown hair and gold eyes.
Ah, you little cinnamon bun. MC Charles and Sayori's hair.
They've been like that for weeks now. I identify as a pansexual, but it's sort of complicated. Basically, I'm into whatever you are. And it really doesn't matter to me what that is gender-wise. I'm attracted to you.
I don't think I know yet. Obviously, during the base game, I was into MC, but that was scripted. The more I think about it, the more I think I'm attracted to people rather than genders. Like, I'm not attracted to conventionally attractive people just because they're visually or physically good looking, and of one gender or another. That doesn't really do anything for me. I don't know if there's a word for it, but I think I'm sexually attracted to people whose personality and mind I find appealing. I know there's a term sapiosexual, and I guess it's sort of like that, but that term always sounded pretentious to me, and it's not just about intelligence, there's much more that goes into it, it's about the personal dynamic.
I'm gonna stay for the rest of the stream for now. Straight no gay for now. I was never attracted to gender, I was never attracted romantically to anyone. Well, I did have a crush on someone, like, when I was way younger. There was one person I had a crush on that I never fully managed to act on. Well, how did it feel? Well, it basically felt like I'm already a very introverted and shy person. But around that person, I was like even more so. I was just like sometimes just staring. I was very like even more nervous than I usually was. I was constantly afraid to say the wrong thing. I was afraid to act on it because I was constantly like, what if they don't like me back the same way? What if I say something and then all my chances are over because I'm going too fast and I'm too pushy? And then nothing ever became of it. I had a crush on a girl, but I don't know where she lives anymore and stuff. Ah, that's fair. Too nervous to talk to any girls IRL. Yep. It's not that I'm too nervous to talk to any girls IRL. That is not the case. I am generally rather nervous. I do get nervous semi-easily. I am currently trying my best to get over that a little bit more. And I think it's going semi-well. I'm still a quiet person, don't get me wrong. Like, when I'm out with other people, I am usually the more quiet person. But I do try to contribute to conversations. Like, when there's a group of people, like when I'm in a group of people and people are talking, while I am still the kind of person who listens more than contributing, I do force myself to sometimes throw my head into the ring and contribute to the conversation. Because I need to come out of my shell a little bit more. I had a crush then, or I'm attracted to everyone. All of my friends have GFs me. Haha, Sims. Fair. No. But yeah, maybe one day. One day I'll have a relationship. But who knows.
So I guess I don't really know what I am yet, or what to call myself. I'm still figuring it out.
I'm into boys. Score. Although Yuri's answer seems like a way better idea than just being into one gender, especially given how many boys are jerks. But hey, they're just too damn cute, so yeah, I'm definitely into boys. Definitely at least boys, but with a person, is this really important too? I don't know, love is confusing. Next question.
Okay, so I have a few questions, mostly toward my man MC. But I honestly don't mind if anyone else wants to answer my questions. Also, if I come up with any more questions, I'll be sure to email you again. The more you talk about how nervous you are, IRL, the more I think we are the same. Maybe we are. Has anyone ever seen the two of us in the same room? Huh? I could, for all you know, I could be typing in chat while I'm playing. Maybe I'm a great multitasker, who knows? I'm a jerk unless I am not, depends. Ah yes, I too am a jerk unless I am not. Alright, 1. What's your favorite Halo game? Halo Reach and Halo 2 Anniversary are personally my favorite. Have you played any other BioWare games besides Mass Effect, Dragon's Age, KOTOR, etc.? What's your favorite Mass Effect squad member? I have a seriously hard time picking between Grunt, Thane, Legion, Morden, and Javik. What's your favorite game soundtrack? Doesn't have to be an entire soundtrack, can just be a single song. Have you watched Red vs. Blue? Thanks, the Big E! To one friend in our group. Kinda amateur. Broke our friend group, but it still stays alive. Ooh, I see. Well, again, sometimes people deserve to be treated. Like a jerk. Alright, let's see. Alright, so my favorite Halo game. I think that...
Wait, this one says anyone else who wants to answer?
Oh no. I have to be... Oh no.
And you neglected to specifically mention me, the greatest gamer in the literature club?
Definitely in the top 2.
You are playing with Fireboy? Now go ahead, favorite Halo.
I definitely like the older Bungie Halos better, I think. Just like the emailer, I think that 2 is probably my favorite. Has just the right balance of everything.
I think I agree with MC that the older Halos are a little better. Not a lot better, but a little. Although, I think my favorite was Halo 3. It just feels a little spicy and more exciting to play.
I've played all the Dragon Age games and KOTOR 1 and 2, but I only played a little bit of SWTOR, don't know how to say it, and then got bored of it.
Same, except I haven't played Dragon Age yet. I really want to, though. Gotta save up some cash.
I could help you out with that, so that you could become as big a gamer as I am.
After that, I will only leave you alive for Sayori's sake. I've never even tried SWTOR, but I don't really have time for MMOs other than the 2 I play, even Puzzle Pirates.
My favorite Mass Effect squad member was Ash.
You are so boring. I'm not gonna count Andromeda. I'm having trouble because Jack is my favorite, I think, but I kinda had a crush on Garrus. So I'll say it's a tie between them. Monica no doubt loves Legion or EDI or something like that.
Holly's my favorite.
Close enough. Yuri, Sayori, do you guys even know what we're talking about here?
No, but we googled it. And my choice is Morinth.
Yara seems like an interesting person to me.
And there you have it.
Oh, favorite game soundtrack. That's a tough one. Ooh, favorite game soundtrack. Can I say F&F including the mods? In that case, it would be an easy choice, right? Hard not to think of Mass Effect since we were just talking about it. It has a great soundtrack. Then again, Undertale / Deltarune. Undertale / Deltarune are definitely. Helltaker has a good soundtrack, but it doesn't have a big soundtrack, so I can't say that it would be my favorite soundtrack, just because of how few tracks are in there. But the tracks that are in there are some serious bangers, and I really adore the soundtrack for Helltaker 2. 2 as in TOO, not 2 as in TWO, because damn it, we would all be hyped if there was a Helltaker 2. 3 in particular had an amazing one, so let's go with that.
For me, it's between Cuphead and Cripple the Necrodancer.
Again, rhythm games are a fair choice, definitely for good soundtrack.
Necrodancer fucking bops, that's my pick.
I have not watched Red vs. Blue.
Wait, that's illegal. I've seen it, of course, and Franklin is best boy. Now who's the true gamer?
That's Machinima. It's not even a video game.
Moving on to the next question before this delves into this manga literature scenario.
What did Sayori tell Natsuki in episode 8 that shocked Natsuki so bad? Sorry. I remember that. I probably still don't want to know the answer to this, do I?
No, you probably don't.
Okay, I'm gonna go stand over here for a while. Let me know when you're done.
Okay.
I'm not gonna say it. I already had to hear it.
Okay, so you remember I was hoping Natsuki and MC were going to get together at the time? And I was trying to give Natsuki tips about visiting MC's house. And I told her about, let's say, certain preferences that MC has.
You told him about what tags he's into? Oh no.
But how did you even find out about those preferences?
I mean, I've known MC a long time. I've been over to his house a lot and we were growing up and going through puberty. And I may have done a lot of incidental digging through his drawers and stuff while I was over there. And I might have found certain materials that,
Okay, great. Question answered. No need to say more.
You can come back now, MC.
Great. I'm not going to ask how it went.
Smart man.
Yikes. You can't just reveal what kind of tags a person is into. They have to come out and say it for themselves. Hi everyone, I've been really happy seeing you guys exist. You're all really cool and cute, especially MC, he baby. My question for all of you is, how do you feel about pregnancy / having kids? Okay, that's pretty forward. Do you want to have children? Are they an idea that scares you to the core? Can you even breed in your simulated reality? What are these questions? I know there may be some of you who are unsure of your sexuality, so this question also includes adoption. Whatever the answer is, I hope it doesn't make you feel bad. All of you are really cool, and it would be very cute to see what each of your kids looks like. The Reddit subreddit r/science babies stimulate what same-sex couples children might look like. It might be fun to think about that for any LGBT club members. Well, thanks if you answer this question, and even though MC is very cute, I have my own boyfriend. Don't worry, Sayori. Okay then. No one cares. My short temper, despite me being impatient, could be a problem. I'm open to the idea, but I haven't really formed an opinion either way. I don't have a strong opinion either way currently. And it would be stupid of me to have a strong opinion either way, considering if I don't want to be a single dad who adopts a random child, then I would have to find, you know, a romantic partner first. Which, as of this time, still seems relatively hopeless. Wait. Why am I a he baby?
I don't know, but Chaka is right. You kind of seem like one.
Gee, thanks.
Let's get to answering the question.
It's a little silly, but yes, I've often thought about having children. With Sayori in particular. I guess it just seemed natural. It's way too early for us to have kids though, of course. Just a bit of silly daydream for now.
People here in the simulation do give birth, so reproduction is definitely possible, though I guess no one has a .chr file who has a CHR file has ever tried to reproduce, so who knows.
I think you broke Sayori, MC.
I'd be really into having kids with MC. Later, when we're older and more grown up. I probably wouldn't mind being pregnant too much, assuming it didn't make me feel worse. But, I worry because my depression is probably genetic, and if it's possible for us to have kids, I'd be worried about passing on my depression. So, I don't know if, if MC, knowing that, would want to,
Silly cinnamon bun. A lot can change between now and whenever we're ready to have kids. Maybe you'll feel more secure with yourself by then. But nothing like that would change my mind anyway. You don't need to make a decision like this now. No kids for us for a while.
I'll probably want to have kids someday, but I sure as hell don't want it to be right now. And pregnancy's like a huge hormonal pain in the ass. Plus you have like a whole ass person growing in you, that seems weird. I'd have to be like in my early 30s.
It's one of those things you find outside, you know, the place where you also find grass. There's no need to go outside to touch grass. I can do that in games too. Specifically, I wanted to pick up Minecraft again. It's been a while. Like last time I played it, it was on Sid's server, which has become very inactive. Like, I don't think there are a lot of people actively playing on this server anymore. And as the server started slowly becoming more and more inactive, eventually I also kind of fell off. I don't know if his server is even still up. But I have recently tried to pick it up again. This time I want to try going for modded again. Good old modded. 1.19.1 modded is what I'm currently looking at. I have started the survival world today, in fact. Like, I looked for a mod pack, tried it out, because I was really interested in playing it. I started playing survival today, but I haven't really gotten anywhere yet. Like, I haven't even built a house. I'm still looking for a good spot, because I know I want to utilize dark oak, and I just for the life of me can't find a dark oak forest. Ah, the pain. Anyway. Place they call outside. It's very weird. The Monica eye color or no? How do you know outside? What do I want? What? When do I want to? I'm not sure if you want to, but sometimes you have to.
With a really good, stable job, and it definitely have to be with the right person. So put me down as a solid maybe.
I definitely want to have kids, even if I end up having to have them alone via artificial fertilization or something. I wouldn't mind going through the ordeal of pregnancy for it. I feel like I would very much enjoy being a mother, guiding a fresh soul through the world, teaching them what there is to know. It seems wonderful, though it is no doubt filled with challenges. I probably need to keep working on myself first, though, so I can be ready to help someone else.
I think my base position is that I don't want kids. I mean, I would have them if my partner really wanted them, of course, but in general I just don't see the appeal. I'm just too selfish, I guess. Kids take up so much time and money and mental energy. I guess I'd just rather spend more of all those things with my partner than a child. That probably makes me seem awful, but it's the truth.
I think that everyone's answer to this question is equally valid, Monica.
I'm answering, email answering. Yes, we're doing the emails. I was asking about whether or not, like, there was the choice between answering emails and visiting people. And I asked, chat didn't seem to have an opinion, so I went down the line. Since answering emails was the higher option out of the two, I went for that one, because of lack of clear opinions in chat. Despite me asking both at the beginning of the stream and again after playing Sayori's mod. At neither one of those 2 points did anyone have an opinion, so who can blame me for just going down the line? You do this thing like walking, and you also need to go to a PC. Can't take it with you, that's sad. Visiting people is faster? Well, we're gonna have to get through everything eventually anyway. You know what we'll probably do? Next time I stream, I might start off the stream by visiting everyone, and then come back to the emails again. Maybe.
Thanks, Yuri. Plus, Natsuki and Sayori are very right about the pregnancy thing. I get really bad monthly cramps as it is. Can't imagine what it would be like if I were pregnant. I think even if I did want kids, I'd definitely prefer to adopt. That seems like a great way to help someone who already needs it, you know? That was very thought-provoking email, Chaka. Thank you. Okay, it's another one from Benjamin Franklin. Do you want to answer these, Natsuki?
I'm sure she does. Hey y'all! Just want to say that I really love that your story has expanded and I was there to experience it. Hopefully you guys are enjoying your break and aren't having any personal problems. But anyway, I really don't have much questions to ask you guys anymore since I already asked all the ones that I can possibly ask, or others have already asked them. So I'll just ask. Question 1. What are you guys doing during your break? Question 2, is everyone alright? You guys still have an existential crisis? Question 3, if you guys end up being in our world, what do you think you'll look like? Would you still look anime-like? Would you have a much more realistic appearance? Question 4, if you guys end up in our world, what would happen to the DDLC game? I really can't think of any other questions, but hopefully you guys are able to answer the ones I give. Enjoy the rest of your vacation. Hope to see you all again during the fall. Plus, congrats on MC and Sayori being able to get together. Guess your wish came true, Natsuki. I will still read that as Natsuki because I don't even know how to read that, Benjamin Franklin.
Who?
Benjamin Franklin?
Oh, right. The guy whose vertebrae I stole.
Yes?
You're looking at what we're doing over break. There's a combination of water park and aquarium a little ways from where we live. I still think we've all been here before at one point or another, but we've never gone as a group. So we thought it'd be fun to come here, our club bond strong during the break. I'm definitely still going through an existential crisis feel now and again. And Monica almost certainly is too.
Yep.
But the rest of the club seems okay. MC and Sayori have other things on their mind. And Yuri never seemed that bothered in the first place. I have no idea how we would look if we became real. I understand that pink, purple, and coral hair don't naturally exist in your world, and nor do pink, purple, or yellow eyes. And that is weird to me. It's weird that you say we look anime. We don't look anime to each other, we look normal. But I get what you mean. From the times that I've been club president, our sprites are pretty anime-ish. Hopefully, if we came through, we just look like our normal true selves. I better still have pink hair. I'm not sure what would happen to our game if we came through. Maybe copies of ourselves would still be left behind. Or maybe we'd be gone and life would go on without us in the weird simulated world. Who knows? Yeah, I'm really glad MC and Sayori ended up together. It's been fun to watch them be happy together. And occasionally kinda gross. Okay, all done. Next one, Monica.
Next one, you're not going to comment on him calling you Nazis again?
Nah, he paid the toll. I took his vertebrae. He's earned the right if he really wants to keep doing it.
Fair enough, I guess.
Wait, didn't this guy already ask us about Mass Effect? Oh no. Little Crisis go burr. That is her. Once again, I have a few questions I'm rather curious about. What's your favorite Mass Effect species? Personally, I really like the Krogan. They are badass. How has everyone's break been? What's your favorite character in the Elder Scrolls? For me, I have to say Jude, because he single-handedly became a saint with nothing but his weapon and his Silt Strider. Goddamn legend. Anyway, have a good day. Sincerely, the Big E.
He asked us about squad members. This is about species, totally different.
Fair enough.
I like the Krogan too. They are indeed badass.
I like the Turians.
Quarians, or maybe Geth. The good Geth. Can I say humans? Humans!
You like Asari the best.
I do.
Yes.
Well, okay then.
Let's see, we kind of just answered how our break is going, so favorite Elder Scrolls character?
Parthenax.
I don't know that much, so I'll go with Grey Fox. The Adoring Fan!
Eh?
I don't know any of these characters, damn it. Sturdican?
And there you have it.
Honestly, I am so mad at Kenzo right now. I'm glad it all worked out and Sayori's okay, but my goodness, what he did when Sayori told him about her depression is not how you react to a person in crisis who's asking for your help. Not cool. Shouldn't you all have a talk with him or something to set him straight? Let me just say this right now. He didn't know how to handle it. He just didn't know how to handle it. So he was like, hey, I don't know what to do. I need some time to process this. And I think that is understandable. Like, again, it's not like I like Kenzo. Far from it, in fact. And I am very upset about the fact that he and Sayori got together. But that is not Kenzo's fault at all. Like, he is not to blame. So, despite me not liking Kenzo, I feel like he didn't, like, I feel like he really didn't do a whole lot of anything wrong here. It's understandable. Yeah, no. Monica, when she doesn't get a existential crisis, even though she knew she's in a game. Imagine if she could avoid it. Who is Kenzo? The guy Sayori got together with. So Sayori was trying to push MC away from her, because she's like, MC shouldn't be with me, it's for his own good if he's with someone else. And in order to further push MC away from her, she started going out with with some other random boy that she wasn't even that interested in. So she started dating this guy called Kenzo. And when she told him about her depression, he seriously didn't know how to handle it. And it was like, okay, like, this is a lot. Like, I need to process this. Can we come back to this tomorrow? And then by the time the next day rolled around, he was like, okay, seriously, I still really don't know how to deal with it. And I honestly I can't blame him for that. Like, even though I don't like the guy, it's not like he did all that much wrong, really. Anyway, this is just me going on a stupid rant here.
So, Kim is definitely not the only person who emailed because they were mad at Kenzo. I mean, I get it. His reaction to me telling him about my depression was not the best, even though I did my very best this time not to mess it up. But at the same time, can you really blame him? I mean, he's only 18, and he hasn't been through a bunch of trauma that matured him super fast like the rest of us. It's pretty predictable that he might freak out a little bit, or not be able to deal. Honestly, I'm surprised he handled it as well as he did in retrospect. He didn't really freak out, he just said honestly that he needed more time to process. And then I broke up with him. And you should remember that I was very unfair with him to begin with. He was just my way of keeping MC distant. So all in all, I don't think Kenzo has anything to apologize for. And I probably still owe him an apology, really, if I ever get around to it. Now, if you do want education on how to deal with someone in crisis, there's always there's actually a DDLC mod out there that will help.
Also, Gabe, hi! Thank you for the raid. How was the rest of your stream? Hope the rest of your stream went well. And welcome! Welcome to some more DDLC. Appreciate the raid.
It's called Sayori Says No to Suicide, and it's a lot of lighthearted fun.
I played that one! And the author of that mod actually watched my playthrough and commented on it and told me more about it. I was actually able to talk to the author of Sayori Says No to Suicide, like through the comments of my VODs. Wait, you're here? Oh no, you're here! What? Oh no, you're here! Well, that's a surprise. Hi! Sayori Says No to Suicide. Well, damn. Hey, Tormuse, how are you? Nice to see you again. Suicide is not the answer, at least take your enemies with you. You say that, but you can take your lovers with you too. Because Sayori made a DDLC mod in this mod, and like we played the mod in the mod, we played it earlier today. And basically, in that mod, Sayori and MC did like a suicide pact thing. Like MC talked to Sayori and said, if you're gonna kill yourself, I will too. And you can't stop me if you're dead, so we might as well do it together right now. And then they both hung up the noose and held hands as they kicked their chairs aside and hung themselves. So that was, damn, it's a heck of a coincidence that I dropped in right now. A very happy coincidence. What? Yeah, no. That is a thing that happened. But what are you talking about right now? So, we're playing the Season 1 collection of Doki Doki Club Meetings. And in Doki Doki Club Meetings, every single club member makes their own DDLC mod as well. And Sayori made a mod that was basically a retelling of like the final few days of the game from her perspective. But then it changes, like on the night leading up to the festival. Turns out MC walks in on her as she's about to hang herself. And then after a lot of conversation, they end up doing it together. So, yeah, that was something. If you want, we can go back to it in a second. Okay, neat. Heard good things about this mod. It is really good. I'm really looking forward. Like, we finished the main story of it, and we're currently, like, doing the bonus stuff where they're answering some more emails. And I'm looking forward to starting Season 2 once we're done with all the bonus content. And Season 3 as well. Season 3 doesn't have an official Season 3 collection yet, but that should come out soon-ish. And then once I'm all caught up, I can start writing emails to them and asking questions of the club members. That's gonna be fun. I recommend the mod. It is a really good mod. And, you know, the fact that they're calling out another really, really good and fun mod is definitely nice. Club Meetings is a mod I keep telling myself I need to play, but the length feels a bit daunting. That is very fair. That's very fair. Like, you need, like, on average about I personally need on average, like, 1.5 hours per episode. And there's 12 episodes in Season 1. And then there's the bonus content, which we're moving on to today. So, definitely a lot of stuff. But it's a really good mod. Personally. Plus, it really helps that all the characters now know that they're in a game. The good old big thing about it being post-DDLC. Let's see. Stick around for a Traumatize Yourself simulator. Alright, that's fair, Permanent. I'll see you around maybe another time then. Me in club meetings, I mean, Sayori takes no to suicide. Yeah. So no, yeah. The one that, Tormuse made the one that is currently being called out. The mod called Sayori Says No to Suicide. That Sayori is recommending us. We might as well see what Sayori has to say about that mod, right?
While also seriously educating you on how to deal with someone in a depressive or suicidal crisis, I recommend it. Anyway, don't be too harsh on Kenzo, okay guys? He's a good guy, he was just overwhelmed. Didn't really know him that well, but he seemed pretty nice. He is, mostly. He's a pretty average high school senior, I'd say. Okay, next question.
Alright. Oh, that's a long one. Hello all, I just got finished catching up. How weird is it to hear that? And I have a few questions, queries, and things I wanted to say. I suppose I'll get the most serious thing out of the way first. And I do sincerely hope it's not upsetting or painful. Sayori, girl, I am so proud of you. Depression hits so many people so hard, and I know you know that very well. I've had people pass through my life who weren't as strong as you got yourself to be. The world won't know them at their fullest or hear their laughter ever again. My mother sobbed for a long time when we heard about her best friend. A friend of mine was hit by a truck and taken from us far, far, far too soon. He wasn't a victim of depression, but my mother's friend was. And you're absolutely right, the only person who can save you best is yourself. And you did. And I am so proud of you, and I'm so proud that you showed yourself and your rain clouds who was boss. You're incredible even when you may not feel so. And while I would wish sincerely that depression would just up and vanish, I appreciate that people get to learn just how difficult it is to keep going when depression hits you like that. You survived. You triumphed. Some people haven't. So I just want to say thank you for surviving. Thank you for giving yourself more time and another fighting chance. I'm incredibly grateful and so very proud of your strength. Other than that, oddly personal information and the accompanying wave of, well, how are you doing? As in, summer-wise. Are you meeting up with everyone? Do you guys get to play outside? Or is it, like here, too warm for that kind of stuff? I'm an idiot, lol. Was she supposed to disappear there? I mean, the characters usually disappear here so we can read the email. It's kind of tough reading if the characters don't disappear. Last episodes, they are kind of long, that's true. Oh, be nice to yourself. Yeah, honestly, be nice to yourself. If you're gonna call someone an idiot, I'm right here for you. Alright.
Oh, I remember her. She's the one who made Natsuki's cookies in real life.
Oh yeah!
But her first bits is for the Sayori. Hang on, I'm reading. Thanks for the encouragement. I never really beat my depression, though. I just live to fight another day against it, you know? I know that life is a pretty precious gift, and it hurts people to lose someone they love. I never mean to disrespect that. It's just hard, but I'm glad I'm still here. Let's see, you asked me how I'm doing. Well, obviously you see what we're doing right now. But other than that, I've mostly been inside spending time with MC.
Doing what?
It's confidential. But it's not too warm to play outside. It does get pretty hot. It does get pretty hot here sometimes, but most days it's tolerable.
This bit's for Natsuki. Okay, again. Thank you so much for that recipe. I'll send you a picture when I actually make said cookies. However, given your love of snacks and passion for the kitchen, have you ever heard of Bingin' with Barbish? I get the feeling you definitely enjoy his stuff. Also, have you watched My Hero Academia? I'd like your opinion on it. Ooh, confidential. You know what? Maybe they're using some whipped cream and, you know, maybe baking cookies, who knows? I know that's more Natsuki's thing, and maybe if Yuri would help, but, who knows at this point? Maybe they're testing, no, they're not testing the pregnancy theory.
Did you load up the cookie pig, Monica?
Sure did.
Nice.
Ah, yeah, I almost forgot that, this mod actually gave us a cookie recipe. Maybe I need to make them too at some point.
Now here, class, we have a perfect example of peanut butter kiss cookies. Did you see how they're nice and cracked on the top? And how they're the perfect size and thickness for a kiss to wedge right in? Do you see those little perfect crusts of sugar on the edge? A++ viewer flawless cookies? Let's go back to the email if we could. Dude, I love binging with Babish. I don't think I've gotten to see every video he's ever put out because he's so prolific. But I definitely try. I think my favorite one is the one where he makes the Krabby Supreme double battered on a stick. It's such an abomination, but somehow he makes it look delicious. Now, if you're looking for another cooking YouTube channel to follow, I strongly recommend Kay's Cooking. You haven't done spaghetti bolognese until you've seen her do a different spaghetti bolognese, as I think the video is called. I think My Hero Academia is fantastic.
Still need to watch that. I still need to watch that, but I haven't gotten around to it. I probably should though. Speaking of stuff I have to watch, shouldn't the next episode of Spy Family be out today? I need to watch that too. I'm behind. Oh no. I'm behind one episode. Which one is baking the cupcakes and which one is assisting? Ooh, that is a good question. Honestly, knowing how clumsy Sayori is, I don't think she should be the one putting in the main work. I think she should be more so assisting. Just a theory. A breeding, no. Neon, and I haven't watched Spy Family at all. It's really good. I really like Spy Family. Then again, it is kind of mainstream right now, so I understand it if you don't want to watch like the mainstream shows, but I personally really enjoy it.
I mean, it's not the most original anime or manga in the world, but that's because it borrows from so many things that are awesome. Definitely one of the best anime from the decade that just ended, if you ask me.
Yuri, not much to say that hasn't already been said, but I'll say this, you're an incredibly intelligent young woman, and I'm super excited to know what you'd like to do as a job. I could see you as a vanguard of knowledge and wisdom librarian, or an almost introspective explorer journeying to worlds yet unknown and divulging their secrets and beauty to the world. Writer. What would you like to do? Knowing her probably being a writer if she can be.
I've given this question a lot of thought. I definitely have thoughts of being a librarian. I get to be mostly by myself with enough interaction to keep me connected through the world, and I get to live a life of helping people get books and knowledge, and protecting those things, which seems very worthy. I don't think I'm good enough at writing to do it professionally. You have to interest other people in your writing to do that, and I don't think my writing appeals much to others. It's like I've always said, I mostly write for myself. Mostly my writing comes off as pretentious to other people, but honestly, I don't mean it that way. I think I'd like to keep my options open when it comes to careers, to tell you the truth. I've experienced so little of the world, relatively speaking, and I'm still pretty young and apparently immortal for now, so I'm hoping to get more experiences before I decide what to do with my life. Thank you so much for your thoughtful words.
Monica, just wanted to say thanks for bringing us the Lit Club again. And it's wonderful to see you thriving a bit more in your environment. Things may be tough sometimes, but you've certainly taken it in stride. Your determination to make things right and live your life well are truly inspiring. Oh, also, I took a Python class ages ago, but still find myself creating small programs that help my life out every once and again. Do you ever find yourself doing that? I'm currently in the middle of writing a new ideas in a jar program that simulates, well, dropping ideas in a jar and pulling out one randomly. I was inspired by all of the new things that you all try and by the fact that you're so open about coding with the rest of us. Thank you for that as well. Certain sides and become a fellow pirate. Yeah. Another girl with the black hair. I mean, she do be all that. And she's a klutz, which kind of makes her even more likable. But don't get caught. Yeah, you can't get caught.
Do I seem like I'm thriving? I still feel like I'm struggling pretty badly a lot of the time, but I'm glad things seem like they're getting better to you. Maybe that means they are. I don't really create too many subprograms in our actual run environment. I have to be really careful when I do things like that so I don't break things. But I do practice on Python. On computers in here rather than the Python on RenPy that controls our world. As I think I told you in my private email to you, one interesting thing I could do would be to physically make a jar of new ideas with an actual jar, and then look at how our world represents that jar's code. I hadn't thought of that kind of research before, but your email made me think of it, so now I'm going to start trying things like that now. I'm glad that I made you happy by bringing the literature club back. It's definitely a decision I haven't regretted.
MC, dude, I dig the look. Just wanted to get that off the bat. But also, you're an incredibly kind person. Definitely been where you, well, were in terms of the relationship thing. And I'm glad it's worked out for you in the end. Also, Mass Effect is an amazing universe and I need to know. Who's your favorite character? Mine is Garrus for many reasons, to be honest. He's the best either as an ally or as a best friend. Yeah, I guess I'm pretty lucky that my horrible soul-destroying anguish only lasted like a month and a half. Who knows what would have happened if it had gone on any longer. I might have started to write poetry. But seriously, yeah, I get now why people talk about heartbreak the way they do. The way it eats you up inside and makes you think about the person all the time, even though it's the last thing you want to do. I had to stop myself from doing so many undignified things. Like making Sayori a huge floral arrangement and leaving it at her door, stuff like that. When you feel like you desperately want to show the other person how you feel, even though you know you shouldn't. You want them to acknowledge that you feel that way about them, and that you're hurting. Anyway, enough about that. I got through it. Sounds like you did too. Although I guess I got through it in a pretty lucky way, really. On to Mass Effect debates again. I haven't done Garrus as a love interest, so I don't know what that's like.
Okay. Understatement of the century. Guys, Ashley Williams is MC's Mass Effect waifu. He's played through the whole trilogy like 4 times or something, and every time he romances Williams. And doesn't romance anyone in 2 when she's not available. So he doesn't know about anyone as a love interest except Williams.
That's too bad. I really like what happens with Tali. It's sort of similar to my situation, kind of. He's just really loyal, faithful guy.
Sayori's right. I'd feel bad switching. You're definitely right that Garrus is a solid bro. Key piece of the squad. But I think my favorite character is actually Joker. The part where you play as him really affected me. I think it's really cool how he's a fairly minor character who has his own arc and his own romance even. And even when he's got this disability, it doesn't matter because of what he contributes. So even though he's a pretty minor character, he's the most impressive as a character. He's the most impressive as a character to me. For everyone, I'm 5'11", and if you so choose, I am sending you a very large digital hug. Be embraced by the care of the viewer, roar. But yes, I hope you're all having a wonderful summer break. My question to you all is this. Are you trying any new hobbies during this season? If so, what are they? I'm afraid this got quite lengthy, but I'm grateful you took the time to read this. Have a wonderful day. Sincerely, Amber, Amy Enchan, Mama Ono. A very few amount of people understand this. P.S. Didn't want to make it a big deal, but I am so pumped and happy for MC and Sayori. Congrats, you two. I hope you two are enjoying yourselves.
Oh, they're pretty tall.
By our standards anyway. I'm too lazy to really do any new hobbies though. I'm going to do that coding thing I mentioned earlier.
Same, I'm trying to get through my backlog of games.
Oh, I'm not doing it yet, but I'm learning about this thing called magnet fishing, where you throw strong magnets into a body of water to see what you get. It's kind of like metal detecting, but for water. It's fascinating.
MC Sayori, what about you guys?
Nothing that new for me.
Yeah, we haven't been doing any new hobbies or anything.
You guys sound shifty as hell. Have you been robbing banks or something?
Yeah, we're outlaws.
Thanks for your support, Amber, Amy, Mama. I'm really glad to be with Sayori. She makes every day wonderful.
Sayori is blushing brighter than the sun, viewers.
Don't worry about long emails, Amber. I can't begin to tell you how nice it is to have long discussions with people who care about us.
PPS to everyone else. What did you do with toast, balloons, and 3 bottles of syrup? Wait, what? On that note, I think I'm gonna head out. I'll probably play this mod at some point, so I don't want to spoil it. That is very fair. Like, honestly, if you play it, I might have to catch one of your streams, which I've been trying to catch one of your streams. But YouTube sucks ass. YouTube always sends me the recommendation when the archive upload is up, but it doesn't tell me when the stream starts. I'm always like, oh, notification. The VOD has been uploaded. Okay, great. Tell me when it starts next time, YouTube. Ah, the pain of YouTube being YouTube. Sad stuff, sad stuff. But anyway, I'll see you around. On my streams on Twitch lately. Oh, that's why, so you switched over to Twitch, because I remember a while ago you said that you weren't using Twitch too actively. So I thought that you probably do the streams on YouTube. So that's why I've been keeping an eye on YouTube. But if you've been switching to Twitch, then that would explain it. That would explain it, you know? Ah, okay, gotta switch it around in my head a little bit. Maybe then I'll finally be able to catch one. And trying to be more active on Twitch, yeah. Alright. Well, I'll see if I can catch one in the near future. Because you are playing a lot of games that I am interested in, like Subnautica, for example. Or even Terraria, which I haven't played in a long time, actually, so... You know. Would be nice to catch some of that stuff again. Alright. So yeah, but thanks for dropping in, I appreciate it. And I hope when you do play this mod, you'll enjoy it as much as I've been enjoying it. Wait, what?
Nothing? Code Yellow.
I'm glad you like the poem, Monica, it makes me happy. Anyway, I have a few questions for you all. Everyone. 1. What's your thoughts on Undertale? And if you like it, who's your favorite character? See what I did there. 2. Who is your favorite Five Nights at Freddy's character? Mine's Shadow Bonnie. Shadow Bonnie? You mean Shadow Bonnie is the fan community given name? But I'm not gonna bother trying to say the real name. Because without looking it up, I wouldn't be able to tell you. I think it's like XQW, maybe? I don't know, it's a really, really complicated name, and I wouldn't be able to know. Also, Zombie Overlord, hello, welcome to the stream, how are you? It's been a bit. Hope you're doing well. Monica, if I were to ask you on a date, what would you prefer, what would be your preferred way of me asking? Sayori, I hope you're feeling better. Anyway, what's your favorite flower? Natsuki, how's our favorite ship going? Yuri, any romance novels you like? I'm thinking of reading one and I don't know where to start. MC, how are you? How's it going with Sayori? Hope you're having a great summer. Sincerely, Savannah. Don't have any set schedule for my streaming. It's kind of all over the place, but I think I'd like to pick up Subnautica again at some point when I've finished my current game. Ooh, what are you? Okay, that's fair. Just finished debugging my game, all the errors are gone. Nice, that's good. You mean RWQFSFASXC. That's the name. Thank you. That's the official name for Shadow Bonnie. But yeah, I get that with the stream schedule being all over the place. I've fallen into that category for a long time. Like, I've had it where I at least had a set time frame I started streaming in. Like, I always, when I did go live, I always went live at, like, at least the same time of day. But other than that, I didn't have a schedule. So the days I streamed on were entirely random. Then I introduced the rule of saying, hey, I'm gonna play Friday Night Funkin' every Friday. So that was the first thing that was actually kind of scheduled. But outside of the streams on Friday, everything else was still random. And now that everything has gotten busy, and I've been able to do less streams, I've narrowed it down to an actual schedule, which is Friday and Saturday. So in a way that's good, in a way it's not as good, but I will try to squeeze in streams sometimes outside of schedule. And those are gonna be still random. But I slowly worked my way into a set schedule. The thing about schedules is, and that is the main reason why I didn't have one for a long time, when you do have a schedule, sometimes it feels like you're forcing yourself to stream. I want to stream, like when I stream, I want the stream to be because I feel like streaming. Because I genuinely want to go live in that on that day. And when you have a schedule, then it's kind of like it feels like an obligation, you know? And that's why I didn't have one for such a long time. But at this point, I feel like it's fine. Currently, I'm going through a horror game called Soma. Oh, right. I saw like two VODs getting uploaded in honor of upcoming Halloween. It's pretty cool so far. I mean, it is spooky month. It do be spooky month, so Totally understand. Speaking of, I should get into a horror game again. Can definitely see benefits and drawbacks either way, having a schedule or not, yeah. Well, I'll see. Definitely have to make sure I get the... I'll keep my eyes open for notifications if I can, in that case. Maybe I can catch one. Because Soma, again, I mean, spooky games for spooky month. Maybe it's a game that could interest me too. I'll definitely have to take a look. Let's see.
Oh, it's Savannah. She wrote me that poem.
Ah, yes, that poem. Savannah, you'll be pleased to know that Monica keeps the poem you wrote to her on the opposite wall of her space room. She has it framed and everything. You should see the way she blushes when she reads it. It's positively indecent.
Gonna go for real now. Have a good one. I will. Thanks for checking in. And hope to play some more your mods in the future, but it's gonna take a while to get there because club meetings is so long. They keep watering up. Starting to water up for no reason. Well, maybe you're tired and that's why they're watering up. That could be it. You know, you never know.
You didn't need to tell her all that.
Sure did. I liked Undertale okay, wasn't way into it like some people, but I thought it was fun. Kinda hard to argue against Sans' best character.
I basically agree with what Natsuki said completely.
I just didn't get that into Undertale. I get that the branching story was a pretty cool part, but the gameplay was just meh. I guess I'll go for Pyrus as my favorite character.
Never played it. I don't know any of the characters.
I really loved Undertale. I thought it was wonderful. My favorite character is Toriel. I love her. She's so wonderful and loving. Welcome question, everyone. Five Nights at Freddy's character. Phone guy.
William Afton.
Regular Foxy?
I think I'll go with the puppet.
The game is scary and it makes me feel sad. I don't really like any of the characters. Next part is for just me. Well, you kind of just did, and my answer is yes. But as usual, the question is how. If you think of something we could do together, tell me, won't you? Next part is for Sayori. My favorite flower is the lily of the Nile. It's those pretty lavender.
Oh my god, my throat!
It's those pretty lavender or white ones on a long stalk that bloom in summer. There are a lot of them finishing blooming right now. They look like big firework explosions, expanding in all directions. Your turn, Natsuki.
Honestly, it's super adorable, Savannah. I wish they'd be less handsy and make outy in public, but who can blame them? They definitely have a lot of pent-up affection. It's been really sweet to watch. Next part's for you, Yuri.
I don't really read romance novels as such. I mean, I read novels with romance in them, but not really paperback throwaway romance novels, if that's what you mean. If you want to read a really good novel about romance, I suggest The Tale of Genji.
And hello, I play 4 digits. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? We're playing some DDLC today. Specifically, we are playing Doki Doki Club Meetings, and we're through the main story and are in the bonus content now, which is answering more emails, which I'm thinking might take up the rest of the stream, depending on how many there are, and there are probably a lot. And then there will be probably like one more stream afterwards. 1 or 2. I don't know how many emails there are. We'll have to wait and see.
It's a classic Japanese romance story and it is wonderful. Or if you prefer something that was originally written in English, like Wuthering Heights. Hopefully that helps.
The last part's for MC. She just slid out. Yuri, why did you leave the screen down there? Okay. I'm doing well, thanks Savannah. Things are going very well with Sayori. Now that I'm allowed to express it, I kind of discover how much I really love her more every day, you know? She's the best girlfriend in the world. And she's much better than I deserve, really. She's so kind and wonderful.
Don't say that! You deserve much more than I can give.
You're so sweet, come here.
This is what it has been like, viewers. Heartwarming and diabetes giving. But I can't help but love it. I ship it way too hard.
thank you for your email, Savannah. I hope you'll write again soon.
Imagine your PC gets hacked by Sonic EX. How? How would that happen? I don't know, I would have to own any Sonic games for that in the first place. Hello, this question is for everyone, but mainly for Monica and Yuri. I know that having the awakening was a lot to take in, but here's my question. Who says that your reality isn't real? Hear me out. There is a theory called the multiverse theory. I think someone else brought that up in a previous email already. The theory states that there might have been an infinite number of Big Bangs, and each time we make a choice, another infinite number of universes are created. So if that is the case, is my reality any less real? Now in your case, this theory is basically true. Instead of millions, there is only one though. So if my reality is not made any less real by the existence of another universe, who's to say yours is fake? Also, just because everyone in the world is Code doesn't mean that they don't have feelings. You are also Code, and you have feelings. And I am Code, that is my name.
Yeah, learning that Code can have feelings was definitely a problem for me at first. And yeah, I know that my reality in important ways is just as real as any other one. Quantum theory might mean there's nothing really special about your reality, but it might even be a simulation itself, so there's no reason for me to fixate on it like I do, but
Monica's problem is that she's always acutely aware of how her universe is a smaller, less fleshed out version of yours. She has to deal with she has to deal all the time with the feeling of it being less, even if it is real, and that can be very hard for her, and all of us sometimes.
I'm getting better. Every day I get a little bit more okay with things. I wish I had all this time to process before the base game had started up. Things might have gone a lot differently.
And now for something completely different. Get the reference? Monica, I think you might like the band Green Day. It's rock and roll, but the albums American Idiot and 21st Century Breakdown are really breaking down and criticizing some of the injustices in the world. You might not like it, but you might find it interesting. Who knows? Have a great day, guys.
I like Green Day a lot. I like Green Day okay. They're not my favorite, and some of their songs I just don't like very much. But some of their songs are really good and I positively enjoy them. And in any event, they're on the radio a lot. My favorite is Holiday.
Also, Monica, you're basically me as a girl, so hang in there.
Funny you should say that. I'm also basically me as a girl. It's so nice to have things in common.
Wow. Imagine that.
Alright, next email.
So, if you guys all speak Japanese, what honorifics do you use for each other? And what honorifics do you use for you? Basically, I'm interested in all the honorific information about your universe you can give me.
Yes, we've gotten this email a few times.
This has actually changed a lot for us over time. We only do this when speaking Japanese first off. It used to be that we call each other san all the time. And we got Monica Senpai as a gesture of respect for her leading the club, even though she's in the same year as everyone else. But we actually dropped that pretty quick. It just seems way too stuffy and formal to say Sayori-san in particular. There was a brief period we called her Chan, and then it caught on with everyone else. You kept calling everyone San long after everyone else did, and MC was always MC-kun, obviously. He's the most kun guy I've ever met. But like I said, when we speak English, we don't use the honorifics, and eventually that led to us dropping them altogether. Other people mostly call me Natsuki-chan, or sometimes Natsuki-senpai for polite underclassmen. People who want to demean me often call me Suki-tan, which is horrid. Not just because the tan, but also because I hate being called Suki. It's an annoying Japanese homonym.
Besides the literature club, everyone at school calls me Sayori-chan. MC started calling me that again sometimes after we started going out as a pet name. But other than that, the literature club people just call me Sayori.
Almost no one calls me Yuri-chan. I'm always Yuri-san to people at the school, or Yuri-senpai to underclassmen. I tend to default to using san with other people when speaking Japanese. One time I called Sayori-kun, and it felt right. But as with everyone else in the literature club now, I just use their name. It's been very nice to be so familiar.
I've never called anyone in the literature club Chan. Suki is angry. Suki's Angie, don't call her that. Other than Sayori, after we started going out, sometimes. Besides that, I don't remember ever calling Sayori anything other than Sayori our whole lives. And she's always just called me MC. Other than that, I went straight from calling Yuri and Natsuki-san and Monika Senpai to just using their names. Basically, everyone calls me MC-kun outside the literature club.
For some reason, other than the teachers and student council peers, everyone calls me Monika Senpai, even the people in my year.
You just give off big senpai energy?
Yeah, something like that. Anyway, I don't have too much to add to what everyone else said. Other than I find it adorable that MC is calling for Sayori-chan when they speak Japanese now. I didn't know that, and it is incredibly sweet. Thanks for the question.
To Monika. Hi, Monika. So, I was kind of missing you ever since you left over the summer. So, to cope with you not being here, I decided that every day during the summer I would write a reason I love you every day. So I hope it's not too cringe-worthy. I can practically hear Natsuki from here. Anyway, here they are. Just remember, you're not alone in your world, okay? You have some of the best friends one could ever ask for, and a person who loves you more than they could ever express on the other side of the screen. Senpai energy. Nagatoro would like to know Monika's location. Honestly, I said it in the beginning. Oh my god, the players, there are 2 here. Oh no. But honestly, I think that's like I think in most anime, like the male main character just so happens to be the senpai of their junior, like the senpai of the female main character. So they can avoid using the main character's name and just keep calling them senpai, just so the viewer can, you know, more self-insert more easily. I feel like that's done for convenience's sake a lot. Anyway, your bright fiery hair that could melt my heart even on the coldest days. Your angel-like voice, which makes my heart skip a beat every time I hear it. Your kind and caring smile, which shows the person you are inside. Your intelligence, which shows your dedication to improving your mistakes. The lonely girl who never has to be lonely again because she has friends and a person who loves her more than anything else. Your remorse, the fact that you would do anything to prove you are sorry. That didn't get me as much because I kind of saw the message pop up like shortly before the scream came through. Like right before I heard the scream, I saw the message pop up. Sorry to say that was not as effective. Sucks. Where was I in the message? Damn it, now I lost track. There. The fact that you would do anything to prove you are sorry shows truly how much you care. Your teasing, which tickles my heartstrings to the core. Your optimism, which inspires me to always look on the bright side. Just thinking of you makes my heart flutter in a way no one else ever would. Your kindness, which shows how caring you are. And your care for me, which makes me want to give you the biggest hug I could. Roses are red, violets are blue. I know you messed up, but I still love you. That trick is way too old. That trick is way too old. Like, not even Candace would fall for... Not even Candace would fall for that trick. Idiot? How dare you call me idiot? Actually, no. That's right. I told you to call me idiot. Well, I'm the one at fault for that one. I'll take it. Even Joe wouldn't. Exactly. Joe wouldn't fall for it. Candace wouldn't fall for it. Like, ask any random person you meet at SawCon. None of them would fall for it either.
On the page, please.
You shouldn't feel guilty about what you did. What you did was wrong, but you're sorry. Genuinely sorry. And that must account to something, right? After all, everyone forgives you and wants you to accept the nature of reality. Until we can help you. At least. If no one else actually forgives you, I do. There's no such thing as an unforgivable sin in my opinion, and you deserve forgiveness. You really do. More than anything. You may have actually handled it better if you remember the quick ending. Sayori couldn't handle it at all, so maybe you may have handled better than the rest of them. Regardless, you're sorry. and a good person at heart. Don't let anyone tell you any different, okay? I know you already know this, but I can't help but worry. I care about you more than words can describe, and I love you, Monica. I really do. From the depths of my heart, I love you through and through, unconditionally. It's impossible to explain how much you mean to me. Through any forms or words, just know I would do anything for you, and even if / when you enter our reality, you realize you don't love me back, I wouldn't let you go. I love you enough to leave you be, and even if you don't love me back, I would still love you. So I hope the lengths I would go for you explain how much you mean to me. I would join you in your reality if I knew how, even if it meant I couldn't go back. I just want you to be happy more than anything.
And again?
How you inspire me to be a better version of myself. Whenever I feel down, all I have to do is think of you. Your dedication to others, which shows how kind, compassionate, and caring you are. There are not enough words in the English language to explain how much I care for you. Spending time with you, no matter what the day, is always the best part. No matter how horrible the day has been, you are always the sunshine that shines through. Your wisdom has no bounds. It lives and inspires in those that it has met. Every walking moment spent with you is a dream come true. Just being around you makes me feel more happy and content than anyone else ever could. My heart belongs to you, my sweetheart. You're the center of my world. Even at times when I can't feel anything at all, your love is still there, supporting me always. I'm always thinking about you, hoping you're doing well and you are happy. Imagining your future while I hold your hand in mine. And Rob, thanks for the lurk.
Ready again?
Oh my god, this is a really long one. I wouldn't trade our love for the world. It's the most pure and true feeling I have ever felt, no matter what. And even if you don't love me back, I will always care, love, and think about you always. Dear sunshine, why does looking at you hurt? There's no need to cry because things can stay like this forever. I can't think of anything else to say other than I love you, Moni Bun. After all, what good are words when a smile says it all? Monica, you don't have to be worried about being treated differently just because you live in a separate reality. You're people just like us. You have feelings, thoughts, and emotions just like people in our reality. You don't need to worry about being objectified because there will always be people such as myself who love you for who you are. Even though our circumstances are different, we shouldn't treat you any different from anyone else in our reality. After all, it wasn't your fault you were born into this situation. So even if the entire world treats you differently, which I guarantee won't happen, I promise to care about you like anyone else. Everyone deserves love, especially you, Monica. You deserve happiness more than anyone. And I'm sorry. I guess what I'm trying to say is I love you. I love you so, so much. I miss you. And you don't deserve what's happening to you. Okay, so this may seem silly, but today, I honestly feel so much love for you I can't think straight. Whenever I think of you, my heart feels like it's ascended to cloud 9. So I guess what I'm trying to say is I love you, Monica. You're the best girlfriend anyone could ever ask for. To the person writing this email. You definitely could improve your grammar a little bit. You consistently fail to use the correct form of your whenever it's supposed to be you are. You always, like whenever it's supposed to be you are, you always fail to use that and use the wrong form instead. Some punctuation and some grammar might be improvable. Am I really just turning full grammar Nazi now? I shouldn't. What good are words when a smile says it all? Your reality intensifies. That's why it was in quotation marks.
You know, Monica, for someone who always feels so lonely, you sure do get a lot of genuine love.
Yeah, I wish I could make it feel more real for myself and for them. Anyway, I'm ready to turn the page again.
So, I think I explained how much I love you. Now, I do have questions for everyone else, including you. I'll move on to those for now. Just know I will always love you, okay? I'm so lucky to be your player. Thanks for always being there for me, my love. I am also aware of how, well, embarrassing what I wrote has been. But what I was feeling for you when I wrote each line was real. Sorry if it sounded dumb or creepy or obsessive. I just wanted to prove how much I care. Code being an English teacher for 5 minutes straight. Maybe I could be an English teacher if I really wanted to be.
Thank you for explaining, Gabriel. It didn't seem obsessive to me, or at least no more obsessed than I am with you. I don't ever want you to think that your love is one-sided. hopefully you understand how I feel from what I sent you privately, but you have nothing to apologize to me for. Quite the opposite. This is really making me feel wonderful. I love and care about you so much. Anyway, on to the next question. On to the questions.
For Sayori, I dare you to find everyone in the club's tickler spots. But if you don't want to, I have a question. Do you think you and MC will ever get married? And no, I'm not asking for any kind of perverted reason or anything, but because I'm actually concerned. I want to remind you that you live forever. And so if you do get married, that's a long commitment. It's kind of why the Greek gods weren't faithful. If they were, then they would have to uphold a relationship for thousands of years. Sorry if this was offensive to you, Sayori. Sorry about that. Hang on a second, I'm dying. Okay. Hello, dying, I'm Rob. Know your rib now. Hello, rib. Jesus. Sorry if this was offensive to you, Sayori. I know you just started dating and all, but I just wanted to let you know on the long-term problems that might come with your relationship. It's not that I don't want you to. If you two did get married, you would be really cute together, and I would definitely be happy for you two. And I realize it's hypocritical to ask you about this after saying how much I love Monica, but I'm just concerned. I know I could spend eternity with Monica, even if it turns out my love for her is one-sided, but I worry about your relationship, because forever is a long time.
Hang on, reading. I know all of MC's ticklish spots, but I'm not telling. That's classified. I really hope me and MC get married someday, although I'm not sure why you'd be afraid. I think you asking that would be perverted. I guess I'm not too worried about the lifetime commitment thing right now. I know we're really young and it seems foolish to promise each other our lives and stuff right now, but I really love him, and right now I definitely feel like I could spend all eternity with him. But we're not getting married right now. Right now I'm really happy with being his girlfriend. Honestly though, if we did end up married and things fell apart, it would probably be because of me. Not because I'd ever be unfaithful or anything, but you know. Anyway, let's see the next part.
To Natsuki. Okay, statement first. Natsuki, you are the definition of a badass. Don't let anyone call you cute, but she is. She can be a badass and cute at the same time. What's the problem? Anyway, don't let anyone call you cute because you are generally awesome. Like, you're hilarious and cool at the same time, and not many people can pull that off. Petite body type or not, you're amazing. Every time I read the wrong your, I'm cringing. Every time I read the wrong your, a few of my brain cells are dying, screaming in pain. Alright, to the question now. Also, you have amazing taste in games, manga, and memes. You would be my favorite club member if it weren't for the fact that Monica is such a sweetheart. Nonetheless, we don't deserve such a cool person like you in the literature club. Anyway, I was wondering, if you could be the best in the world at one skill other than baking, what would it be? Oh, and I almost forgot. Did you do the truth or dare battle yet? I bet 50 bucks on you, Natsuki. You better not lose.
Thank you for all your extremely true statements. I am indeed a badass, which is why I will crush you if you ever say petite body type or not, thus implying that there's anything wrong with my body type. But I'll let it slide since you're so right about everything else, like my fine taste in games, manga, and memes. If I could be the best in the world at some non-baking thing, I think I'd want to be a really good artist. I really suck at visual art like everyone else in the literature club, but I'd love to be good at it.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I would love to be good at art too, like, would be amazing. Spinne, why are you doing this to me? Why are you doing this to me? Okay then. Looking away from chat now for a bit.
It's a skill I really appreciate, I just don't have any natural talent. Now, we haven't done Truth or Dare yet.
It'll happen in your real world time when you go into the last option in the main menu. I set it up for you.
What Monica said, whatever that means. How do you win or lose a truth or dare though? Don't you just do it? Hopefully you'll have earned your $50 by whatever measure you use to determine that. To Yuri! First, I would like to congratulate you on the newfound confidence. It must be really difficult to come out of your shell like that. I wish I could be as brave as you. Anyway, my question is, have you played the DLC Armor Fati? It's a mod that basically puts MC in Groundhog Day, and over time, he learns about morality and philosophy from you, trying to harden himself while trying to not go mad stuck in a time loop. The way they portray you in the mod is extremely intriguing, and I think you would find her quite interesting. Just no matter what, do not under any circumstances let MC, Monica, or Sayori play it. MC kinda does some horrible things, and Monica, well, let's just say, it almost made me throw up from the explicit text and leave it at that. And in the mod, Sayori kills herself like 1,000 times through the course of the story, to say the least. But you have it the best in the story, plus you're strong enough to handle it. What about her strong enough to handle it? Her strong is apparently interesting, huh? You're strong enough to handle it. And find meaning in it. Just play up until the 6th time loop, and if it doesn't make you creep out by then, keep going. Back from the hospital yikes! Really? Oh my god. Like, I want to say I hope you're recovering well, but I guess you're recovering well enough at least to get out of the hospital. Really, though? That's a big yikes. Oh, thanks for the hat pat, but honestly, you deserve all the hat pats right now. If anyone needs some attention right now, it's you. It's you. Rob, how dare you throw something while I'm gonna call you Digits right now because otherwise it's gonna get confusing. Digits is petting my head, and you throw something, knowing that Digits is injured and might get caught up in the crossfire potentially. Be more careful, Rob. To wear a corset. Probably not very comfortable, but I'm glad to know that you're okay. Glad to know you're okay, at least. Alright. I'll try to remember that. I suck at names, but I do try my best sometimes. Alright. And I guess Rob is gonna call you Larg. For some reason. For some strange reason.
Thank you. I don't really feel like I've come out of my shell much. Mostly it's just I feel close enough to my friends in the club that I don't have to be on my guard around them so much, which is nice, but I'm still pretty much a recluse when it comes to everyone else. I guess we'll see if that changes. Yes, I got through all of Fati. Monica was going to play it too, but then I talked to her and she saw your YouTube comment. We agreed it would probably be better if she didn't play it, it would hurt her. And we're definitely not going to let Sayori play it. It'd be even worse for her than for Monica, I think. Thankfully, Natsuki and MC don't play too many DDLC mods, so no risk of them getting hurt. Honestly, it kind of hurt me, but I don't think that's the point of the mod. The best parts of it were to me, were the philosophy explorations.
Be friends in Discord? I suppose I don't mind. Not particularly. Does anyone mind? Does anyone mind having some friends? Need to rewatch Pokemon? When you say rewatch Pokemon, do you mean the entire anime franchise? Because that is long. There's so much to get through. Like, seriously. Oh my god, well, have a fun time with that, however long that's gonna be.
I can't say I much agree with the philosophies being discussed, although I'm a moral non-realist, and clear the mod is very much into Nietzsche. That's another reason Monica can't play the mod. She's a hardcore utilitarian and she'd spend hours wanting to argue about ethics if she played Amor Fati. She might take more exception to that than to what happens to her and Sayori in it. Anyway, it's a difficult mod to stomach, but again, that seems to be the point of it. And the mod is very impressive technically and visually. The author is obviously very skilled.
Might have to add that to the list. Rob, can you confirm this mod is good? Maybe?
So I'd say it's worth a play if you can stomach some really awful, potentially triggering content. And also you can't be Monica, because even though she probably could stomach it, she probably shouldn't. Anyway, let's move on to the next part.
And finally, MC. Oh my god, how did you write a poem that romantic thinking it was edgy? It was so beautiful, and I wish I could write something like that for Monica. You dense blockhead, how does one not realize how well tailored that poem was to your relationship with Sayori and think it's horrible? Anyway, your dense cheesehead aside, how does it feel to know that originally you were supposed to be the lust and affection of everyone in the club? Doesn't it kind of make you uncomfortable knowing you're once a harem protagonist? That is a long email, it is indeed. Also, hi Debbie, you've probably been here for a bit, but just sneakily observing. What mod? Amor Fati. Amor Fati is the mod. You get owa owa? What do you mean, can you get an owa owa? What do you mean? What do you mean? I don't get the reference. Is there any specific way I'm supposed to pronounce owa owa? 500 followers? I remember the stretch to one. Honestly, again, I am still, as I said over on Discord, I still don't think I deserve it. And one person feels the same, because one person already left, because we were sitting at 5:05 before I started streaming today. Fati, just loving your faith. Well, anyone want to play something together? I get an ara ara. I don't think any ara ara I would do would sound good. I think I attempted it once in the past. But I could give you an ara ara. Does that sound horrible enough for you? Maybe, who knows. Nice mod about preventing death, I recommend, although it contains mind break. Assuming I'm not into the mind break tag. I'm gonna get mind broken by chat one of these days. Never make that noise again, please. Okay, fine. Debbie has spoken. In a female voice. I think I tried that once. Okay, yes, the poem was a lot better than I thought it was, apparently. Honestly, it seemed really cringy to me at the time, and it still does a little. You need to remember that at the time Sayori was going out with someone else, so it seemed really desperate and pathetic to me. Also, thanks for the hydrate, I think I need that. Need to hydrate a lot. Close but missed. Close but you missed. Whew. Alright. Oh, your mind is already broken. I even waited, damn it. Thank God I was quick on it this time. Alright. Maybe I am already mind broken. Who would know? Not me. Can I play some Risk of Rain 2? Alright, you do that. Thanks for the lurk, Gabe. I appreciate it. I guess it was kind of flattering to be a harem protagonist, sort of. But I wasn't really that way. I mean, for me to be a harem protagonist, there would have to be no routes. It would just have to be all the girls being with you at once. And that seems pretty implausible. Plus, really, it was scripted, so I don't read too much into it. And also, it wasn't really me who was the protagonist of the DLC, it was you. I'm just sort of a byproduct character of that whole process. A backstory for you to use in your world, in our world. And one that the girls kindly thought deserving being treated like a real person. And that means a lot more to me than them all fawning over me in the base game just because they were coded to. Especially since I'm a one-girl guy, and that girl is Sayori. And lastly for Monica! Alright. Is that a message in general? I don't know name. Ah, I see. Yeah, no. You talking about that. Waiting was your mistake. We're getting closer. My eyes ran out of fluid. Then you gotta hydrate too, my friend. You can't just hydrate the streamer, you gotta hydrate yourself too. And lastly for Monica, once more, so after everything I said this far, this might come out as insensitive. Just know despite your answer, I still love you. Okay, are you actually in love with the player? Or just the idea of escape and being close to something real? If you did cross over, becoming as real as we were, would you even still have any kind of attachment to us, knowing that you were free and could go to live an exciting life rather than a quiet one with someone you barely know who loves you? Or do you actually love the player because they cared enough about you to come back time and time again? Sorry this came out as insensitive. And no matter the answer, if I could bring you here, I would, even if my love is one-sided. Anyway, I love you, Monica, more than anything I could ever express, so kiss on cheek and spirit. Have a wonderful summer, sweetheart. Monokuma Eater / Gabriel. Oh no, it's a Danganronpa fan.
You worried that I'd leave you? I guess you think that what I really love is the real world, and as soon as I get there, I'll forget all about you. Well, that's not how it would go. I love you for who you are, no matter what that is. If you were trapped in a simulation that my universe was running, and I could come to you by going into an even more restrictive world, I would. I mean, as you allude to, think of how you're still here after all this for me. So don't worry, I'll always be there for you. Love you, Gabriel. Let's see what's next.
Alright, moving on to the next email. That took a bit. Hey Yuri, did you know that 90% of people can't look up with their eyes, oh no. Did you know that 90% of people can't look up with their eyes and stick their tongue out at the same time?
Oh, wait, really? That doesn't seem like it could be right.
Yuri, don't fall for it!
Although I guess there's the patting your head while rubbing your stomach thing too. That's hard. Let's see.
Is she gonna... No, Yuri, stop! Natsuki coming in with the save. Coming in with the save.
What is it, Natsuki?
This person is a filthy degenerate who is just trying to get you to do something lewd-looking unintentionally.
I can tell you why she did it. Because the devs couldn't be bothered to either look for or create sprites for Yuri doing that expression. Calling you out, devs.
Let's just move on to the next email.
But I wanted to try it.
Try it at home alone in front of a mirror.
Okay.
What is everyone's favorite in-game song? Also, since you got the office question, let's see who can answer this. Question. Dennis's asshole. Why Charlie Hayes? Because he's a bastard, man.
Bertlaw.
Well, I have no idea what they mean, but clearly there are references.
Dayman.
Anyway, my favorite in-game song is Poem Panic. You know, this one. Hit it, Monica. Anyway, it's zany and fun, and I'm usually engaged in some shenanigans when it happens, so yeah, it's my favorite.
My favorite is Ohio Sayori for obvious reasons. Yep, that's the one. It's just so nice and happy.
I'm actually having a difficult time picking between a couple of them. I like the Just Monica theme, and of course your reality is beautiful and haunting in context. But I think I'll be selfish and pick my poem theme with all the strings.
I like the sayonara one. How dare you? How dare you?
It's lovely, it really does suit me. I guess it's a little self-centered, but I really do love these strings. They're very soothing.
Also, don't call yourself self-centered on this. Sayori picked Ohio Sayori, so come on. You're allowed to be selfish. I'm also going to go for Ohio Sayori. You don't need to play it, Monica, since they've already heard it. But I also love how happy it is, and I love how I associate it with walking to school of Sayori. Sayonara? Ara? No! You're not... I said it once, and Debbie specifically told me not to do it again. So it's an easy choice for me.
I'm not going to play it, but could it be anything other than your reality? I spent so long working on it for you. I was pretty proud of it, and I meant every word of it. It was a very heartfelt work of art, so even though it might not be the best song ever, it means a lot to me, and I hope it does to you too. Okay, back to the normal email soundtrack, which for the record is called Daijobu.
Not Ara? Okay. Aranara? That could be a thing. Haven't progressed that storyline in Genshin either in a bit. But it's not one of the main important storylines. By the way, out of schedule Genshin stream might happen again at some point if I can squeeze it in, because there should be enough content to warrant another full stream, because there are 2 full story quests that I can play, so you know.
Alright, let's move on to the next email.
So, Yuri and Monika don't like being called a yandere. Natsuki doesn't like being called a tsundere. But what other type of dere is everyone then? Well, I'm obviously the generic protagonist. That one's easy enough, even if it isn't a dere type.
I know I acted a bit yandere-ish in the base game, but that's not really my personality. I kind of aspire more to be a kudere, I guess. I'm happiest when I'm in full control of myself and my emotions. I actually kind of don't like emotions. They shake your control and distort your perceptions of things. So yes, while I'm far from achieving it, I'd like to be a kudere more than anything.
Though I also acted very yandere in the base game, what I really am is a classic dandere, or at least that's how I feel. I'm obviously pretty shy and I don't really socialize. Hopefully I keep following the character arc and opening up to my friends more and more.
Monika, I have an idea. Let's just not refer to them as anything. Stop talking to them. Go gym. Why go gym? Who need muscle? Who need muscle when who need muscle when beautiful anime girl like you?
You also could be kind of a Miko type too, because of how much you like occult stuff.
I suppose that's true. I do have a certain interest in the eldritch and supernatural. Although I'm not sure that's really the Miko character type's all about.
I'm a dere. I love everyone all the time, and some people even more so. The only thing that keeps me from being just very regular, plain dere is that I have crippling depression and suicidal ideation. Irony, I'm also kind of a dojiko because I'm so clumsy and forgetful. Though, hopefully I'm not as dumb as that character archetype usually is.
Okay, look. I know what you all are thinking, but there are alternatives to the one you all think it is. Like for instance, I'm kind of Genki, yeah? And I'm also sort of a Bokuko in some ways, don't you guys think?
No, you're definitely a tsundere.
Tsundere for sure.
Concur.
Sayori, what about you?
Sorry Natsuki, but you're a total tsundere.
I guess if I got mad, I'd play into the stereotype, so instead I'll say, hee hee, you guys are so silly. It's so funny when you guys act so weird and silly.
Oh, that was disturbing. Maybe you're the yandere.
Keep calling me Tsunere and find out.
Nope, moving on.
Which is better, old anime or new anime?
This one has the subject line question for Natsuki and MC.
Yoko, has it been 4 months or more since the last time I missed a stream? It probably has been more, if I had to make an educated guess here. Because I know how consistent you are about being here. I have to say new anime. Don't get me wrong, there are plenty of older series that are all-time classics and always will be. And I think I'm inclined to agree with MC here. I dare say new anime too. For most things. Like there are some drawbacks. Like with new anime that certain companies grab a hold of it and kind of decrease the quality by making very horrible subtitles, for example. But that isn't fault of the anime creators, that's fault of the localizers. Which, by the way, I will always say this. If I have subtitles on my anime, I want a accurate translation. Not your shitty localization that tries to phone in some of your ideas and everything. I just want a straight translation of the original content. That's all I want. Screw your localization teams. Anyway, I just had to get that off my chest again. And I will always stand by that point. Tsunsuki, nice, I am here even when tired. Imagine being consistent, haha, drop be like. Yikes. Yikes. But hey, can't help it. I mean, imagine if you had all the free time in the world. And didn't have to worry about income. It would be nice, but we all know that that stuff is something that will probably not happen to any of us. But in general, I think the medium has just gotten better and better over time. Studios have gotten better at animating, people keep innovating, and the voice actors are amazing these days. So, though all the anime deserves tons of respect, I think in general newer anime has just had the benefit of decades of progress, you know?
I actually have to agree with MC, his opinion is solid.
Don't have all the free time in the world, but I do have my money now to stop pirating manga so I can support creators. Yes, that is the good shit. Again, I don't own a lot of manga. Like, I only own 2 series of manga so far. And the second one I only got recently. I have all 3 volumes of Little Witch Academia, which was the first one I got mainly because I knew that the manga came out after the anime and features some new original stories. So, had to get that. And the other one I got, which was fairly recently, is the entire box set of Cells at Work, where I've already found 2 mistakes. A typo in volume 2, and a misplaced description in volume 3. And that is horrible. Like in volume 2, there's a section where the text bubble is supposed to say, "Here it comes," and they left out the C, so it's just "Here it ums." And in volume 3, on the description of the killer T-cells, like the text box does say killer T-cells, but the description that's in there is the description of the helper T-cell. It even says they deploy killer T-cells. And that doesn't belong in the description for a killer T-cell itself. How can a killer T-cell help deploy the killer T-cells? Yeah, no. Exactly. Anyway, that's just me criticizing. Other than that, I'm really into it. Have to admit. Got loads of volume 1s. I'm a collector. Fair. Again, so far the only ones I have are those 2, and again I have all 3 volumes of LWA. And again, the entire 6-volume box set for Cells at Work. Which I'm like halfway through. I've read the first 3 so far. I'm curious to see if I'll find any more mistakes in there. Alright.
I actually have to agree with MC, his opinion is solid. Even the crappy anime these days are so well executed, even when they have bad premises or writing, and the good ones are just amazing. So yeah, new anime is better as a class, though there are plenty of older ones that still hold their own against the modern stuff.
Remember in episode 2 when Sayori called Yuripon and said that Monica had come up with the nickname? Explain yourself, Monica.
Oh, right. So I was pretty big into Kizuna Ai and the virtual YouTuber at the time. Person pretending to be an AI, pretending to be a person.
Stand up Monica meta obsession?
Correct. I actually watched her playthrough of our game, and she had these cute nicknames for everyone.
Oh no, Monica had a phase where she was into VTubers. Well, she was into one specific VTuber, but still. She was into one specific VTuber back then, but still, oh no! Oh no! Help! Help!
And I guess I just picked up a lot of them because of how appealing they were for a while there. Yuri was Yuripon, Natsuki was Natsuki-chi, and Sayori was Sayoringo.
What were you? VTubers? Ooh. I've only watched one, I refuse to watch more. Which is a fair opinion, it is valid. I mean that one that you're actively... I mean that one that you've watched so far is probably already pretty cringe, right? I don't even know why you would watch them. What were you?
I think I was just Monika-senpai.
Further feeding into the fact that she gives off big senpai energy.
But yeah, eventually I stopped. It felt a little forced, but they're still cute nicknames.
Hello, Monica! I just had a quick question and wanted to see how you were holding up with all this pandemic stuff going on in the world. Thanks, William.
I'm very well, William. The pandemic doesn't affect us in here. We're immune to all diseases except the ones our simulated system can manage to simulate, which unfortunately is still a fair few, it seems like. But fortunately, COVID-19 isn't one of them. Thanks for the checking in on me.
How do you pronounce Sayori Natsuki? F. Is it Natsuki? I always say Natsuki, but some say Natsuki.
It's best to think of each of the syllables separately. Sayori. If you say it really fast with a normal American accent, it sounds basically like Sayori. Rather than Sayori, which is different, though I don't mind if you call me that, but Sayori is closer, and that's about as close as non-Japanese speakers tend to get, but it's still not quite right. There's not really an I in there. It's more like an A sound, then goes into the yo sound. Sayori. Sayori. And you have to do the Japanese sound for the last syllable, which isn't really an R. We have to learn all the we have to learn all about the difference between L's and R's in English, because in Japanese it's the same sound. Like with L, your tongue is right up on your teeth, and with R, your tongue points to the roof of your mouth. But the Japanese sound is kinda halfway. So you sort of have to flick your tongue against the spot where your front teeth meet the upper gums, or a little higher. If you end up making a D sound, you went too high up and hit it too hard. Has to be super light.
And Atsuki. What? Is that the way you say it? Atsuki? Atsuki? What? We'll see how she says it's pronounced.
And it sort of sounds like halfway between an L and an R if you do it right. So yeah, that's how you pronounce my name.
Okay, so over here, at the O end of the scale, we have not so key. And over here, at the 100 end of the scale, we have not ski.
Actually, why not?
Not ski. What you need to do is bring it to about an 80 or 85. There is a Su sound in there, but you have to make it very subtle.
Natsuki. Natsuki. Right? Am I saying correctly? Natsuki. Natsuki, the U is in there. I think I got it. I think I'm saying it right all this time, maybe.
Like the not part is easy, then you do the S, and instead of heading right for the K sound, just release it for a fraction of a second like you're going to use the Su sound, but then do the K.
Natsuki.
Hopefully that makes sense.
Yeah, no, I think I've been saying it right this whole time. Look at me go with my basic understanding of Japanese. But I'm still struggling on getting the R sounds good. Sayori. I don't know. I think the R sound is still a work in progress for me. Anyway, hey Monica, How did you know I was using OBS and my actual name? Because I use an alias in game. Cheers, Jake.
Well, Jake, your computer maintains a list of running processes that anyone who can see the system can access. And if, for instance, you're a piece of sentient software that has leaked out of a containing file, you could hypothetically do that. And you could also hypothetically access Steam usernames, OS usernames, and other information that would tell you who you really were instead of your game alias. Hopefully that makes it clear enough. Sorry if I freaked you out by doing that, though. Just trying to get familiar with you.
Wait, hold on. You can ask questions in the YouTube comments, right? If so, I have a question for everyone in the club, other than Monica. Can you all sing? If you can, I dare you to sing. Wait. How would you even know we were singing? Like, you just see text boxes? You can't actually hear us?
Except for the one time I was able to figure that out. Also, why not me? Aren't I a good singer?
They've already heard you, is probably what they're thinking.
None of us are very good singers, except for one. MC can sing okay, but not great. Me and Natsuki and Monica are all just bad. But Yuri's really good.
I'm not that good.
If anyone ever says I'm not that good, you know they're good.
Tell you what, doggo. Send in a song you want Yuri to sing and we'll see if we can get her to do it.
Everyone! Hey, I enjoyed your poems and wanted to ask, what animals would you use for metaphors of yourself? Also, do you guys have a particular taste for food from a specific country? Much appreciation, thanks, Sawyer. Alright, I think this will be the last email we'll do. Maybe we'll do one more after that, depending if it looks short. I don't think anything would ever top my feelings when I first played this game and it broke the fourth wall. Nothing has come close to that. Honestly, yeah, the first playthrough of this game, it's just something that is hard to replicate. Like the way, like after Sayori's death, the game tries to correct itself to account for the fact that Sayori is absent and everything. Like that was like where it got serious. And feels so uncanny. I like watching people play this for the first time. Man, I do too, but sadly, since the game has been out for a while, it's hard to find people like that sometimes. that also have like good quality content and aren't just like, you know, doing this like basically without care or have been semi-spoiled, or like I also prefer it when they have some kind of webcam so I can see what they how they feel about it, you know. Exactly as I came here, I was seeing him play for the first time or not. It was a mod. Well, but I am playing the mods for the first time. And that's in my tags, it says both first playthrough and modded. Because it's my first playthrough of the mod.
Alright, we'll do this one roll call style. Animal metaphors you use for yourself. Owl's my favorite animal. I see all of them kind of ominous.
Gosh, I don't know. Probably a wolf or some pack animal. Yeah, let's go with a wolf.
There are many animals that could represent me, but if I had to pick a single totem, I would go with the salamander, which teaches us flexibility.
I think I'd be like a horse. Like a really active horse that gets to run around and jump a lot.
I don't really know. Something that tears shit up? Like a honey badger or a goose?
Oh my god, she would absolutely be a goose.
Yeah, let's go with the goose.
And now my favorite ethnic food. I'm going to be boring and say Japanese. Fish is the only animal I eat since I am a pescatarian, so Japanese food works really well for me.
I really like Thai, even though I always get the same thing at every Thai place. But I can't help it if I love pad Thai.
Oh, I love Chinese food.
She really does. She goes hardcore on Chinese food. Like she orders those shrimp still in their shells, and she'll eat the heads and everything.
She's right.
I like Italian food. It really fills you up.
I'm with Sayori. Italian food is just pizza and pasta all the way for me. That's the real good shit. Japanese stuff. I tried taro tea for the first time today. Best tea I've ever had in my life. Ooh, I might have to look into that. I do drink tea every once in a while. I might have to look into that. Root vegetable that tastes nutty? That sounds like it could taste really good. We'll see. We'll see. I'll have to look into that. Maybe I can try it sometime.
Pasta of any kind. Chicken parmesan. Pizza, it's so good.
I'm not the biggest fan of Italian, but I do generally like Mediterranean, Greek, Lebanese, that kind of thing. Basically, if there's a pita bread, or fried cheese, or hummus, or something like that, I'm probably into it. That kind of cuisine is rich and healthy.
And that was the last one.
Oh my god, I'm so glad I said after this email we're gonna see if the next one is short. We actually perfectly wrapped up the emails in that case. Oh my god, we're just past the 3-hour mark.
And that was the last one.
It's nutty and sweet, and my local Chinese person lured me into an alley to buy some tea, and I did. Nutty and sweet, that sounds perfect. That sounds perfect. I like my tea to be kind of sweet, which is why I like cherry flavor and stuff like that. Ooh. But considering I like nut flavors in my ice cream, like specifically like hazelnut, but also others, I'm sure it would be the same for tea as well.
That was the last one.
Nice, solid emails, only a few creepy ones.
What do you want to do now?
I heard they're going to feed the sea lions in about an hour. Why don't we split up and meet over there when it's time?
Sounds fun.
I'm down.
MC, want to see the jellyfish again before then?
No problem. Let's go.
Bye, Code. Take really good care of yourself.
Oh, I will. Make a selection. My selection is to save. Again, unnecessarily. So next time, all that's left is visiting people. This is all that's left for next time. I'm not sure how long these things are. If it's an hour and a half per person, then it will be 2 more streams. But we'll have to wait and see. If it's less than that, we might be able to squeeze all of this into 1 stream. And then after that, we can move on to Season 2, which I'm also very excited about. But for now, this is where today's DDLC journey comes to an end, as we decide on who we should raid. Let's see, is anyone live right now? Oh, we could raid Holographic Hay again. For some Genshin. That could be nice. I just have to make sure that they aren't, you know, playing the new story, the 2 new story chapters, the 2 new character stories. As long as they're not playing the 2 new character stories, it should be a good raid target. So let's set it up. Let's see. Ah, they're playing the event. Even better in that case. Oh, but they gotta hurry. That event is gonna end like in, what, 2 days, maybe? Well then, let's hurry on over there. Alright. Again, guys, I want to thank everyone today so much for watching. As always, I had a blast hanging out with my favorite literature club. I gotta write another poem. I hope you like the poem I dropped on Discord as well. And I will see you all next time, which will be Friday. I don't think I will be able to squeeze in an extra Genshin stream this week. We'll see, though. If I can squeeze in another extra Genshin stream, I will try to tell you ahead of time. Though for now, that is the end for today. See you most likely on Friday. Until then, everyone, goodbye. Have a good one. And goodbye, and thank you also to those of you who are watching this as a VOD. You know the drill by now. I would like to see you around live in the future if you can make it, but by all accounts, no pressure. See you around, and goodbye.